Hello, welcome, folks, to yet another session of our drop in, drop out campaign. I'm joined by Theffin and Basket today, and I'm going to be throwing them a
Hello.
Dungeon Master player character to help throw them a bone on the difficult stuff. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Of course. Good to be here as always.
So, to give a little recap about what has happened, we got snowed in the middle of the desert on the equator, which was very very strange. They've never seen snow in that area, and we were hanging out inside of Robin's Nest, which is a an inn by the side of the road on the way to the enormous desert town of Vericonot. And as we were wheeling our cart in, our intrepid adventurers spotted a toll booth being run by three of Lord Reginald's soldiers and manned by an enormous troll who had three grizzly bears on a leash. Ghostfat is 100% right. And upon reaching the town, the party said that we're going to need to put our wealth away. We have way too much money to be mobbing around with it. Someone's going to rob us, it's going to get taken or stolen. So we wanted to investigate the banks. And the party learned that the standard approach for banks is that they take your money and they hold on to it, but they're also doing stocks and bonds and investments and trading with your money. And you have to sign on the dotted line that you approve of this. And I know that some party members were saying, well, that's not fair. We don't want our money to be in the hands of people like this doing these trades. But also some people said, with the necessity of having to keep our money safeguarded, we have like between 20 and 30,000 silver. It's probably pretty important that we have something keeping it safe. So we were in the middle of that when we wrapped up the last session of gameplay. And then our most recent session, we were developing our fortress in the game Dwarf Fortress. So Fortress is completely planned out, and in the game we have written out all of our blueprints, our specifications, directions, orientations, and we sent off that communique to the Dwarves of Cat Basement to begin on our fortress. So putting a flag in the ground right now, 6 months from now or less, we will have our fortress. So I'm going to go into our shared calendar and I'm going to make a mark on today's date in game and say that we are going to take care of that. So on this day, we submitted our plans to Cat Basement for our fort. No more than 6 months from now, we will have our fort stocked to our specifications. Cool. And also, I know that Theffin was planning on crafting holy water in the Maze of the Blue Medusa, but we may have to cut that short and have you hop out and hang out with the party on this one, because otherwise it would be a solo adventure.
Of course, of course. So yeah, I'll put that on hold in between ditherings and castings. I'll just say, maybe there's more that I could do to source us some wealth in the
Give
meantime.
yourself one holy water.
Hooray!
Cool.
Better up my character sheet actually. Where the hell did I put it? There it is.
So we're in the town. It's not the town, the bustling city, the absolute fucking metropolis that is Vericonot. And I want to give you guys a little bit of a description of what it's like. So they have architecture of many different styles because they used a lot of different races and contractors to build it. They have architecture made of granite. They have grand structures made of marble. Much of it is made of sandstone, and where they needed very strong, dense stone, it's made out of slate. And in the real world, slate has been used for chalkboards before, so you have an idea of its material qualities and what it sounds like when you scrape it. Vericonaut is divided into four quadrants. It's a round city, and I'm going to like demonstrate from your perspective how they're laid out. So we have the Emerald District, which is characterized by the color green. We have the Ruby District, which is characterized by the color red. We have the Sapphire District, which is characterized by blue. And then we have the Topaz District, which is characterized by yellow. Now, to help you organize these, they go like clockwise, right? And they go alphabetically. So it goes ERST, Erst. And each one is known for different things. So I'm just gonna roll an intelligence check for you guys to see what you know about them. I want to start with Basket. What is your intelligence score?
You really need to know.
Say it for the people.
3 with the
Three!
-3 modifier.
Good lord. So it's three. I gotta roll a three or under for you to pass this check.
Holy shit.
Ain't
Brain is not
no
muscles.
way. Ain't no way. No fucking way. Dude,
Did I pass?
listen. Listen. You passed. I need
Hell
to
yeah.
set up my dice cam a little better.
Needs
I'm just
animating.
picking up the die and setting it down just how it rolled. All right? So great work. Great work. You know this. So,
I lean over and give you a little elbow there, Zephin. Be like, see, I can be smart sometimes.
so the Emerald District is extremely diverse in race and custom. This one's been associated with good luck and opportunity, kind of like the American dream is associated with good luck and, anyone can make it rich kind of stuff. They have a grand market of stocks and bonds that's situated right there. They have their central office there. It's only open for 8 hours. It's open every day, and it is run by one man, the supreme authority of financial assets. It also has a very, very well known hospital that is run by a group of spiritual orcs. They use a combination of distilled spirits, rapid surgery, and mysticism to accomplish their goals more effectively than most trained doctors would expect. So, in the southeast, they have the Ruby district, which has a very, very powerful religious presence. They're very, very passionate. Loads of romance and degeneracy in staunch defiance of the Romantic movement. So it's kind of like culture war in a way. In the Sapphire District to the southwest, these folks are studious. They're historical. They keep great documents. And this was the very first district that was built, and it was developed by robust mathematics. So, this is where a lot of scholars hang out. This is where the schools and colleges are. Then, up in the northwest is the Topaz District. This was the last one that was built. This is the poorest district. Now, it was designed on contract by dwarves. They were given orders to make very dense housing out of sandstone. Just make a shitload of houses because the population was booming like crazy, and they finished the job really fast because the contractors didn't expect they expected them to take a great amount of time to carve this stone and haul it and detail it. And once they finished, the dwarves still had a lot of time on their contract, and they followed instructions. They stretched the project out and just spent a great deal of time detailing and making the houses beautiful. Now, because they finished ahead of schedule and made it like really ornate, this had an adverse effect because it drove the price of rent up because these houses are really pretty. Now, they have sandstone commercial, residential, and industrial buildings over there. And they have a lot of art industry rather than like ironworks, manufacturing, steelworks, things like that. So lots of art and kilns and painting and stuff over there. But I do want to say that this is such a large place. It's like 20 square miles, basically. Huge, 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 huge. That's a little bit smaller than Manhattan, for reference. And I think I might have those numbers wrong. Hold on. Yeah, yeah. It's 20 square miles. A little bit smaller than Manhattan. What is this music? This is creepy. So, you guys have a lot more money to bring over to the bank. You guys only deposited 900 total. And my question is, what do you guys want to do with your day? There's lots of stuff going on. I just described the things that are different about the districts. Every district has food, every district has school and utilities and places to buy things, crime. Like, every district has a bit of everything.
Hmm.
Um,
Well, one of the things we have to concern ourselves with is the material goods we have on us that can't, be put in a bank. We gotta like flip those. Where was
yeah.
the big inventory list again?
Sorry, what are you asking?
We're overweight by a bunch, and we need to like get rid of some of this money, right? So I was wondering if we have like the master list of items somewhere.
Yeah, I can do that. Hold on. Trying to think how to best like give you this information. What are you intending to do with it?
Well, I need to know what things we have to like turn into wealth that we can put in a bank. We got
Oh,
a bunch of
gotcha.
stuff.
Gotcha. Well, I know that you sold all this stuff. Okay, so it's just this list. Yeah, I can like take a screenshot or something. Let's see how
Sweet,
I
thanks.
can best do this. I'll
That's
like
what I'm looking for.
put it in a Word document, format it, and send you a screenshot. I think that'll work.
For sure.
So anything that is underlined has been confiscated.
Where are you? Not there.
Okay, so
Oh,
in our text chat, the here, I'll put it in Dido General. Cool. Good now. Sweet.
Damn, did we ever lose some stuff?
here we go. Shield metal. We still have the wood shield. Okay. Silver. Is that just like raw silver coin kind of thing? Is that what you mean? Silver from
Um,
bodies at battlements.
yeah, those are just like loose silvers. Those are included in our like total silver.
Okay.
Do you guys remember the name of the character in Game of Thrones? Okay, there he is. Never mind. Found him.
I do not know anything about Game of Thrones.
That's okay.
Wait, we have two crowns with rubies, and one of them got confiscated?
Both got confiscated. Well, did it say both?
Only one is underlined.
Yeah, one got confiscated, one is ours.
And then for the ornate crystal dagger, did anyone in the party know like its origin or try to figure out its origin?
The origin of which?
The ornate crystal dagger.
No.
Crystal. Okay.
No, no one knows.
Uh, I was thinking we might take that to a museum and see if it's like worth just like donating to the museum to earn like reputation with the city. With the
Gotcha, gotcha. Clever.
I mean,
That's an
we
idea.
could do that, but like I think
or-
we're pretty much going to disappear into the background in this city no matter what we do. It's
That's
pretty
fair.
huge. I say we just bank it and try to empty our wagon out of all this wealth because like otherwise we're gonna lose it or get robbed or something.
True.
Again, robbed again.
Robbed again.
Again.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, absolutely. We got rubies we could probably sell off in the market.
Yeah, so I
Uh,
guess we're just gonna spend some time and some footwork selling off these all these things we're not using.
Sure.
mhm.
You want to just sell off your valuables here? How about this? Tell me things you don't want to sell.
We don't want to sell the
Probably keep,
potions.
yep. And
You don't want to
I'd
sell
say
the
keep
what?
the wooden shields for now.
So
The
keep the
potions.
shields. Don't sell the potions. Okay.
The
Iron
rations.
iron ration, keep those.
Ration. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The silver werewolf hunter teeth. Is there something special about those? Because they got a little like star sun things next to
Yeah,
them.
it's a weapon. It's a weapon
Oh,
that does a d6. It goes in your mouth and it can hit ghosts.
we should
Well,
probably
we're
keep
keeping
those.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, most silver weapons have a 1 in 10 chance of getting destroyed completely, but instead this one, every nat 1 that you get, you mark a tally. When you hit 3 tallies, tell me. That's
Okay.
how that one works.
Uh,
Nice.
leather and chainmail. Do any of our other party members that you know of possibly need chainmail or leather armor?
I mean,
If we
everyone
really,
needs those like all the time. Whenever we have new players joining, they start with
True.
just traveling clothes and money.
It's probably good
yeah,
to keep
yeah,
the leather armor for me too. Like if we ever need to do like a stealthy thingy, I can take off my chain and put on the leather instead.
that's fair to say. Let's keep it then.
You want to
Be
keep
a
the
little
leather in the
quieter.
chain?
Yeah, the chain is
Scimitar.
also easier to wear. Maybe we should keep a scimitar too, just in case we need to equip someone with a
Hmm.
weapon.
Keep the scimitar, okay. I know you guys
Bolt.
want to keep bolts. I know you want to keep those.
Yeah, we're gonna need ammunition, I suppose. Even though we no longer have a crossbow to use it with.
Right.
We should get
Um,
these potions identified too by some apothecary.
I have a mosquito net cover on my person still. Probably good to keep just in case we go into some infested lands again.
I am not dealing with another damn swarm of mosquitoes.
Right. Um, gold crown. Don't need that. And the elven short sword. Probably don't need that for keeping the scimitar.
Well, I mean, we have two armors. Let's keep two weapons in case we need to equip two people.
We have two scimitars. Do we want to keep one
Oh,
scimitar and the elven short sword, or the scimitars are worth more? We could sell one
hmm.
scimitar, but it's not that big of a difference. It's 10 pieces.
Is it also a damage difference? Oh, that could be D8 versus D6. We also have to take size
Good question.
considerations. Like, what if we get a halfling in that wants to use a single-handed weapon? They're gonna want that short sword.
Very true. Um, where's the list here? There you go. Weapons. There's nothing specific for. Oh, that's missile weapons. Rapier. What would a scimitar fall under? Just like a
Medium weapon.
Yeah, I'm
medium
guessing.
weapon? Okay. Oh, based by price, yeah. Medium
Yeah.
weapon. Okay.
Based on price, like there are small scimitars and there are large scimitars. So I guess if you're looking at the rules right now, for 20,
Yeah.
is that a medium or is that a small?
Medium
Yeah,
in the city.
I've denoted that. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'd say I agree with you. Sell one of the scimitars and keep the short in case we get a tiny person.
There we are.
So,
Um,
uh, I think I've marked the things that you want to sell: the gold crown, the quiver, the rubies, the garrote crown with rubies, and you want to hold on to the ornate crystal dagger, crystal glass dagger to like talk to a. Um, you want to talk to a
I think we're
museum.
just banking that one, aren't we? Or can we only bank money
I mean, you can go sell these and then get silver, and then
like silver?
yeah,
I
exactly.
yeah,
So you wanna sell that one too?
might as well.
I'm fine with that.
Cool. So total, let's see. Just gonna do
And
some quick maths.
you have the garrote on there too. And
I do, yeah.
I don't think we're ever going to use that. Although it is a decent weapon, but we have other weapons that are more effective.
That is 2760, and then we have a tax rate. So 2760 times 0.3 is 828. So that's how much you're losing for taxes. So 2760 minus 828 equals you guys made 1932. So I'm gonna go add 1932 to your party fund. You guys just want to put that straight in your bank?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's no sense in walking around with money.
What about hiring retainers while we're in the city?
You can definitely do that. If you guys are hiring retainers, I need you to know that they do not go with you on adventures. But if you want someone to go with you on an adventure, we follow the henchman rules, and players are limited to one henchman.
Yeah, I was just thinking
Hmm.
like getting a slave or two to carry around the cart for us.
They will not go into dangerous areas with you, but you can certainly do that.
Well, I mean, we
Even
have
if they're
draft
slaves,
animals.
we tell them to.
I'm
I
sorry,
mean, we
We
have
have
what?
animals.
draft
That's
animals,
true.
which are better than that.
True. Mercenaries are pretty expensive. Yes, yeah, we can wait until the what you gonna call it's ready.
Well, hang on. We're leaving opportunities on the table here. I think we should try to get some henchmen, actually, myself.
Mm-hmm.
Question is of what sort?
Actually mentioning sidekicks, but also fast characters. Only hire henchmen that are 2 levels lower than their allies, or lower than their own. So like I could, as level 3, I could have a level 1 henchman. Okay.
Yep.
Can they be any class?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you can go searching for any class. It's not a guarantee that you'll get them. You'll be like, I'm looking for
Yeah.
someone like this, and I'll be like, cool, yeah, I think they would be in this kind of place. And then we go there, I roll some dice, and maybe you find some. You're in a very densely populated city. I think the answer is almost always going to be yes.
I was thinking it might be good to grab a cleric just as a backup healer.
Yes, certainly. I I mean, I'm in like the church already. I could see if we could maybe go to like a temple of Garmir and maybe
Ah,
see if anyone else is game to join in.
Yeah.
ooh, it's not a bad idea. So I do want to say that you guys I want to let you guys know that you have a hotel room that you've booked for the day, and the plan was to like dump a bunch of money into the bank.
Hmm.
So I think we should take care of that so that we don't run out of time during the day, like during our booked stay, looking for a hireling just yet.
So
How
yeah.
do you intend to take the money from the chest to the bank?
Well, we're gonna
The
have to
bank is
probably
like a
just wheel it
block and a
over.
half away.
We'll probably have to wheel it over with the cart.
Wheel it over in the cart. All right.
Yeah.
Big jingly chest going down the
Can we
road in a busy
can we
city.
bury it in stuff first?
Can you bury
I
it and
mean,
stuff?
yeah.
Sure.
Put
What are
like
you gonna
some of
bury
our
it in?
like the throw like the mail armor and stuff that we have on top of it to like hide it.
I mean, I'm gonna
Okay.
be sitting on top of that pile as well with weapon in hand.
Sounds good.
Fair.
Sounds good. Roll some dice. Nice. Damn. You got really lucky. So I'm just gonna lay out some numbers for you. You have 34,406 silver in every account for the party, including in the bank, right? You have oh, hold on. Let me just change the number really quick. You have 31,574 silver on hand right now and 100 gold on hand. So, do you want to deposit everything? Like, how much do you want to keep on hand for the party fund?
Uh,
Because you will have to make withdrawals and stuff if you want to spend it.
I mean, how much walking around money do we really need? Maybe just 100 gold?
also you like, yeah,
Every
500
gold is
silver.
50
So,
silver, so that's like 500, sorry, 5,000 silver. I mean, that'll definitely get you places.
okay.
You
Yeah.
just want to have the 100 gold on hand? I feel like that's
Even
not a
that
bad
might be
idea.
too much. I mean, maybe 50 gold might be a bit more reasonable. You know what? Actually, what do you have in your pocket right now? What are we even trying to buy?
I have none in my pocket, to be honest.
I have
Broke
24
ass.
silver. I have 24 silver, so maybe grab a fistful of silver for any immediate needs in the future, and we'll come back for more if we need more.
Let me know how much silver you want on hand. Let me know if you want any of that converted to gold, and I will make those changes. I think I'm gonna make this a little easier, and so we don't have to remember numbers because that's a little hard. How about that?
Hmm.
Sure.
Right here. See how the party fund is right here. This is everything that we have. This is the silver we have on hand. This is the gold we have on hand.
All right.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to take out 26 gold from the fund, so I have even 50 silver in my pocket, and then that's all I want to take out.
I almost called you Deather.
Don't break my heart.
I won't.
I'd be
You
level
said
5 right
it's
now.
50 silver is one gold,
Yes.
is what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, let me do,
And
so
we
I'm
can
doing
get
math in my
more
brain
gold
here.
here. You can go to the bank and be like, "Hi, I would like 200 gold,"
Yeah.
and they will make change for you for sure.
Would I do 8 gold and like 100 silver, which would be, that should be 500 total, right?
Give me just 1 second. I realized some of my numbers were wrong. Hold on.
How much is, look at the purchase
That is
list.
correct.
I'm
That is the
stuck
correct
here.
number right there.
Okay. Oh yeah, no, that's more than enough. Actually, let me do 4 gold and 100 silver. That's 300 silver total in value. I feel like that should be fine for
Pretty
a
good.
while.
What's
Considering
their
like a
interest
fancy
rate?
meal is 50 silver.
So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take all this silver on hand and I'm gonna dump it into your banked fund. So equals this plus this plus this. So this is everything that we have total. Okay, it all matches up. And then we're going to say Thefin basket. Well, I guess we can. I didn't need to do that. So that's how much is banked. And we just wanted like a little bit of the party fund on you guys and no party fund like hanging out in a chest, right?
Correct.
Is
Just
that
some
right?
personal
Correct.
wealth, and that's it.
Okay.
No need to ride around with a bank.
So then
I
was
agree.
that minus
That's the kind of thing that
26
whole
times
armies used to do.
50
Mm-hmm.
minus 4 times 50 minus 100. So this is how much is left in the bank. So let's go write that number down. Okay, so this is how much is left in the bank, and then I'm gonna get rid of like all the rest of this, all the rest of this. So go ahead and mark these amounts into your inventories. And I'll try to think of a better way to keep records of this so it's not as confusing.
Hey, if you can understand it, it's fine.
Tempted to actually, I was just looking at the list. I'm tempted to take a little more out and get a horse. But then I have to keep feeding the horse. Think about it. I'm not going to do it right now. We keep thinking about it.
Okay, so do you guys have your wealth written out?
Sure
Yes.
do.
I'm good to delete this then?
Yep.
Yes. Okay, cool.
On my end, yeah.
Cool, cool. So we're happy there. Right on.
How many rations do I have on me right now? 4. Okay. For stuff like rations on the equipment list, since I have 4 of them, does that take up 1 slot each, or is it just 4 in 1 equipment slot?
You
To
can
register
fit
now.
as many stackable objects as you want in one inventory slot. But
Okay.
if that gets like unrealistic at some point, I'll have to come up with a system like okay, only 25 rations in one slot or something like that. I
That's
hope we
kind of
don't
what I
have
was
to get to
thinking.
that point, but we'll see.
Because 4 makes sense, but I'm like, yeah, exactly. If I had 25, I'm like, that's an entire backpack full
We
of
are a little
rations right
low
there.
on like survival tools, which is kind of interesting. Like we don't have like rations and tents and stuff, so I don't know. Might be something to look into. I'm gonna go ahead
I
and
have
move
a
this back to my monitor.
I have a bedroll, but I believe I put that on the card. I don't know if that ever got added to the card list.
No. Okie doke.
And yeah, tends to
So
not have.
so while you guys are moving over tons and tons of money, I want you guys to know that the traffic around here is absolutely abysmal. It is horrible. Just people on horses, people on ponies, people dragging oxen through the roads. The roads are a piece of shit. They've all been destroyed by heavy boots and carts, and you see lots of peace officers around that are clad in chainmail armor, and they have white cloaks. Not like cloaks, but like white tabards on, and like white cloth on their helmets, white on their shields, and bright, stark red capes on. This is the quintessential look of a peace officer. And this idea started in Bronze Bardish by the humans. But Lord Reginald loved that they kept the peace, and he spread that idea all over the place. And veterans of any war are allowed to skip the majority of their training because the majority of their training is arms, armaments, armor, and how to fight. So veterans are given precedence on this, and being a peace officer is a well-paying job. So it's a very competitive field to get into. There are peace officers all over the place in their ivory white uniforms and their red capes. And you guys are headed to the bank and doing your last deposit, and you hear a couple of people gossiping and talking about how there's an obvious conspiracy that the children of high profile individuals keep disappearing in town, and that it can't be a fluke because the the son of a secretary, often Marlene, like a government secretary, kind of like Secretary of State in Marlene, just went missing without a trace, and that they think they're being held for ransom, or maybe they're being shipped away, or maybe they're being killed. People suspect that it's foul play going on, and that there's got to be some connection in town, but the eventual conclusion to their conversation is, well, I mean, what are you going to do? It is what it is. We can't do anything. We're just two people.
Walk over to a couple of the people I hear whispering, and I'm gonna put my Warhammer head down on the ground and like kind of lean on my hands on the top, be like, I'm an adventurer from what town was I from? I don't remember the name of the town now.
I don't remember either.
It was the coastal town. Something
Vorg?
something.
Were you from Vorg?
No.
Rusty Bucket Bay? Cat
Yes,
Basement?
that one.
From Rusty
From
Bucket
Rusty
Bay?
Bucket Bay.
Okay,
I
that's
used to be
north
a
of
city
Marlene.
guard there.
Really close to Marlene.
And I heard you talking about children going missing. I was wondering if you could tell me more. I might be interested in helping.
Tis true. Some people think it to be a conspiracy, but I think if you go looking in the poorer district, start poking your nose around and maybe acting like a buyer or something, I feel like you'll uncover something. Ain't nothing but yellow bellies and leeches around Vericonot. This ain't the town I grew up in, I tell you what. They'll do whatever they want. They'll take your kids, they'll get them addicted to drugs, they'll tattoo them, and never see them again. What, you think you can do something about it?
Well, you can't tread on the same path twice, as Garmir teaches.
Or
I'll be
you,
able to try.
ya crime stoppers or something? You be thinking yourselves above the law? Everyone knows the
Well,
law protects them.
I just don't particularly like evil. I'll do anything
I
in my power to stop it.
nothing more evil than stealing a children, I says.
I can agree on that one.
Well, even you don't mind, I'd like to gather round and tell us a prayer of protection over ye. Try and stow their weapons against you, because I'm sure, as you know, those who traffic humans don't walk about unarmed. And he
Nor do
extends
they
his
have a
arms
heart.
to like give you guys an embrace in a group hug kind of thing.
I'll return it.
I lean in, yeah.
And he says, "Oh dear Brondo, please watch over your children, bearded as they may be, and wrap them in your sinuous fibery embrace. Keep them safe from danger and deliver them unto what they want. Uh, you should probably catch a drink sometime today, aye?" And he winks at you.
And I
Thank you
nod
much,
and
my
say,
friend.
many several welcome thanks. And may Garmir light your path in your treadings onwards this day.
Right when you mention Garmir's name, a scraggly ass dog walks into the walks into your presence and starts sniffing around at your hands and your pockets. I don't know dog breeds. What's like a street dog breed?
They probably wouldn't have a distinctive breed, being, largely crossbred between whatever's a stray.
Gotcha.
They tend to, when dogs are left in the wild or wilder situations, they tend to just gravitate towards looking like dingoes generally.
This one certainly looks like a dingo. Looks like it's got spots, and it has solid patterns of brown on it. Maybe a Doberman mixed with a German Shepherd kind of look. I'm gonna look that up. Yeah, Doberman mixed with German Shepherd. Great. That's actually pretty cute.
Mm.
What's the
Yeah.
dog doing?
What's the dog doing?
What's the dog? That meme. What's the dog doing? Um,
It's just
can
sniffing
I like
around at your
gently
hands.
reach a hand towards it?
Oh yeah,
See its reaction?
absolutely.
Yeah, I do
You
the
put your
same.
hand out, ears like go up and like back just slightly, and just like eagerly like sniffing your hand, like looking around, like, do you have like a biscuit or something?
Hmm.
Uh, I buy one off of a nearby stall for a
Sure.
couple silver, and then I'm gonna offer half of it to the dog.
Oh, that's very nice. So, remove 1.3 silver from your inventory.
1.3, marvelous.
And it's just like a little sausage roll type thing, just like a little tasty treat from a vendor. The vendor is run by Tully Sisters Fine Eats. You've seen these all over the place. It's kind of like Starbucks. It's just like very widespread. And you
Good
reach
shit.
out and like offer it to the doggo, and it like sniffs for a second and just like scarfs the whole thing down. It barks at you and it like runs away and then like looks back to see if you're following.
I've seen this before. Here, follow me. He was going with the pup, and I go and follow the dog.
Sure.
I'm with you, my brother.
It's so
I
happy about you following it. It runs over to an alleyway and like looks back and like darts down the alleyway, and you just hear like repetitious bark, bark, barking.
Oh, oh, jeez,
we
it's
hear
going
any
away.
other sounds?
Tons of city sounds, people shouting, chainmail, peace officers walking hither and thither, people pouring their chamber pots out the windows, just a ton of ruckus. Are there specific sounds that you're listening for?
Just anything besides the barking coming from the alley. Slash, does the alley look suspicious?
It looks empty.
Okay.
You're looking up and down, you're like, is there an ambush here? And you don't see any signs of an ambush. It's a little tiny bit cleaner than you would expect.
Stay with
The dog is
the
standing next to like a door flap thing, like on the ground.
stay stay with the car. We can't leave it alone. I'll go and investigate.
All right. I'll stand guard here. Call me if you need me.
Right. And I go follow the dog to the flappy door.
It's just like starts scratching at the door, and you see that there's a lock on the trapdoor. It's
Huh.
wooden. No light is going downwards.
I see. Well, I have a some torches on me, so I guess I'll strike one up and have
All
a
right.
look down there.
Sure, it's closed trapdoor. It's got a lock on it.
Oh,
How are you
oh
going
yeah,
to
it's
get
locked
past that?
still. Mm, uh, well, first I'll just see if it's locked by trying to open it.
Hey, Aspie Cow, what's up? You're just gonna try opening it? I mean, we could. Tell me what your method is. I'm curious.
Does it have like a handle on it?
Yeah,
Or
it's
how's
got
it
like two little handles that are parallel to each other, and it has a lock through both of them, like a padlock.
Oh, so it's like clearly locked.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I don't have anything to do about that. Actually. Hmm. All right. Screw it. I don't have any lockpicks, and I don't know anyone who does, unless Basket. Do I know that you use? Do I know you have a line in lockpicking at all?
You know I have a very giant hammer, but no lockpicks.
Okay.
You have a giant
Well,
hammer. That might work.
Very giant hammer.
first of all, I guess I will just like use my perceptive abilities and cast about to see if there's perhaps a hidden spare key somewhere nearby, perhaps behind a loose stone or under a cast off bit of debris or
Sure.
something like that. I have a 3
That'll
searching.
be a search roll. Here we go.
Huh.
This is not going to hurt you in any way if you fail. The only good thing that can come out is you find it instantly. If you spend a great deal of time, I will tell you that you find it if it really is there.
Okay, fair enough.
What is your search skill?
3.
3?
3. I put everything in search.
Good shit. So there is there's a pile of like decomposing, disgusting baskets, and
Another
you
one.
yeah, right, another basket. You lift it up and you see that there's a key in there.
Hell yeah. I love putting everything in search.
Good shit. Key in hand, it
Well,
looks like it would fit that lock.
I try it.
Click! It opens right up. And the dog barks, and then scratches and like is trying to open up the trapdoor itself, but damn it all, this dog doesn't have thumbs.
All right, boy. All right, easy, easy. Back up now, and I open up the door.
Open up the door and you see a musty stairway that leads downwards into infinite darkness.
Ooh, infinite darkness.
Yeah.
I. Well, here's when I'm going to strike that torch then.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You spark it up and you see that it continues down further than standard. You know what I mean
Hmm.
by standard. Like
Right.
every floor is like 10 feet of a drop. This one's more than 10. Your torch can light up 30.
Right. Well, then I am going to descend.
Sure. Are you going solo or are you going with basket?
Well, we can't rightly leave the wagon in a place where, like, you're already rolling to see if we're getting robbed, so I'm going by myself for the moment.
Good to me. You descend downwards at an exploration pace, checking the walls,
Yeah.
checking the ceiling, checking the floor.
Yeah, definitely.
Like if I were to ask like what are you equipped with? Are you like wearing your plate mail? Do you have weapons drawn? What's your look?
Plate mail and, I'm using the pole arm as like a stick to test the floor ahead of me, and
So
I
heavy
have
armor, pole arm,
and I
torch.
have a and I have yeah, the torch.
Got it. So you're holding your torch in front of you and you're kind of like poking the walls. Your plate mail, there is like no stealth even possible with a bright light and a heavy man in heavy armor going clang 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 downwards. You descend deeper and deeper and you find that there's a dark room in front of you, but it is lit up behind with torches. And you see words and letters scribbled on the ground in a tile-like fashion. I hope that my okay, this overlay was a test. And further beyond these two torches, it looks like cave floor, words scrawled in tiles, and behind it, you see three cowering children far in the back. You see a dwarf, an elf, and a human child. The elf is a female. The dwarf and the human are male. This one's a dwarf on the right, and then this one. I hope it's showing my cursor. It's
Oh, it
not showing
is.
my cursor. So
It isn't.
dwarf, elf, human. That's what
Oh
we got
boy.
right now. And there you are at the bottom.
Oh dear.
And then you hear children making scared and timid noises like you hear one of them say, "He's back."
I step forward and I say, I'm not whoever you were talking about. I was just got here. What happened here? Who put you here?
The boy right here, the human says, Did you come to save us?"
Oh, I'll do my best, yeah.
And he runs his ass straight towards you,
Hold
steps
on,
on this
don't.
S.
Oh no, I try to stop him before he
I'm gonna roll
snaps.
charisma. I'm gonna roll charisma for you. I think that's a great idea.
Alright.
What is your charisma score?
My charisma is a -1.
What is your score?
Oh, my score.
Yeah,
Wait,
the
score.
number.
Oh, yeah, yeah. 8.
8. So I gotta get an 8 or below, and he will listen. Because this sounds like a
Okay.
feat of charisma.
Okay.
I'll do this one on the fucking cat cam. Gotta get an
Alrighty.
8 or below. That is a 10. So this is a
Oh,
failure.
I'll spend a fate point.
A fate point for the child?
A fate point for the child.
Damn. Damn, that's really noble of you.
That's what Theffin's about.
We got a 6, baby.
It's like, no.
You stop right there! Fucking idiot! I know you would not insult the child. The child stops and says, but what if the bad man comes back?
Look on the floor. That's a trap if ever I've seen one. Don't just go running over it.
The elf girl is gonna trot up and grab him by the back of the neck and say, "Listen to the man, okay? Obviously, it's a trap. Question is, how are we going to get out of here?" And the dwarf in the
I
back says, "It's all hopeless. Just kill me now. I don't want to see what comes next."
now, buck up, Sonny. There's no need to be doom and gloom about it just yet. Look, I was got a buddy, an adventuring friend, and I think I was gonna need his help. So I was gonna be right back in a moment here. Just stay right there. Don't do anything stupid. And I go and I run and I grab basket as quick as I can.
Absolutely, clang, 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 just running your way up. And when you get back to the alleyway, there's no dog.
Hmm. Well, all right then. The dog served the purpose, and I go and get basket quickly.
Sure, sure. Are you just gonna like wheel your cart into the alley and like let it sit there? I don't think there's like anything valuable in it at this point.
I mean, the cart
Some
itself
armor
is
and weapons.
valuable, and the horses, a
All
horse
right.
thieves probably abound.
True, true. So what are you thinking?
I guess just yeah, wheel it into the alley and try to like hitch him up and like I don't know, like if there's some way we can like temporarily like take like I don't know, the pins off the wheels of the cart or something. And then, if someone tries to
You
wheel
want like
away with it, then
hamstring it in a way. I mean, you could like remove one of the wheels if you like spend 10 minutes.
yeah, but that's too much
Yeah,
time. I want to remove the pins in the wheels because that'll be like the
Sure.
chances the wheels are gonna fall off anyhow if you remove all the pins in them. So otherwise they'll just sit there.
It's like living in a city when you have a bike. You take the wheel with you kind of thing. That's what you're doing?
Exactly.
Cool.
Except you don't have to compromise the actual stability of the thing. It's just if someone tries to wheel
hmm
off with it without pins in it, like it's gonna like those wheels are gonna come off and the thing's gonna collapse.
Get it? No, that's good stuff. So now that the party's together, does that mean that you guys are going to descend the stairs together?
Yeah.
Cool. So
after
you
you.
guys
I go first.
you guys are both down there. Sounds like Thepin is going to go first. And you hear the elf girl say, "He's back."
I
What are you
say,
guys
yeah,
going to do?
yeah. I was back, and I don't know. I look at the floor and I say, "Oh, this looks like some kind of a crossword puzzle or something. See the words there: necromancy, evocation, abjuration. I've heard them words from sort of more wizardly sorts in the clerical studies that I've done."
Necromancy. That's something to do with the dead, I believe, from my travels.
Yeah, yeah, dead people magic.
I yell across, "Hey kids, are any of you dead?"
They seem fine to me.
No. They say back like in scattered voices. You hear muttering from the dwarf. Better off dead.
I think
Dwarfs.
we're okay from the necromancy then.
Hmm. I don't know. I wouldn't be so sure yet. Maybe it is like a crossword puzzle. We just have to step on certain parts in order to not get vaporized or something.
Are there any small rock or like not like pebble size, but like any with like a hand size,
No, there
baseball
are
size, I guess?
none. It is like smoothed floor, smoothed walls, like stones picked up off the ground. I just want to know, what are your architecture skills for each of you?
One.
One.
Base.
Okay, I'll roll for Thefin. All right, and what about for Basket?
whatever the base is, so probably 1.
When? Yes. Yo!
Wow,
You passed. So,
amazing.
along this wall, right here, in this little 5-foot area, you see 12 holes.
Hmm.
12 holes in the wall.
What do you think those holes are?
What holes?
On the wall right over here, and I point to them. They kind of look like about the right size for maybe darts or arrows, I would assume.
Oh, oh. Can I like search them and like see if they have any characteristics that I can call defining or
You're just
interesting?
like sticking your eye in front of them. Like
No,
it's.
no, I'm not putting my face in front of it, but
Mhm.
I say, do you have a mirror at all?
It's a good question.
I actually have that on my buy list, but I do not have one on me. Um, Hold on. Let me think about this. No. I'm gonna reach into my backpack and pull out one of my bottles of liquor that I have,
Ooh, okay.
and I'm going to put it down on that first A on the bottom row.
You're gonna put a bottle of liquor on the A.
Yep, I'm just gonna gently put it down.
Set it
See if
down
anything
on the
happens.
A. You don't hear
Yep,
a click. You don't hear a slide. You don't see the tile moving at all. There's a bottle sitting upon the A.
I don't know what I expected, but that wasn't it. Hmm.
Are
You think
you
maybe
leave?
it's
Are you
not
like
heavy
gonna
enough?
leave the bottle there?
For the moment, as I think.
Okay, I'm gonna just like draw the bottle. What kind of liquor was in it? Just curious.
It was just I don't remember what quality it was. It was the one that's like decent. Yeah, 1 silver. So just decent liquor.
Okay.
I don't know, probably rum since I'm from the coast. And actually, as Basket's thinking, he's gonna pick it up, take like a small drink out of it, and then put it back down in the same spot.
Okay. I will not draw
That's
it
his
as
3
full.
intelligence, not doing anything
Before he does, I'm like,
productive.
oi, and I brandish towards me.
Oh, fair. I hand it.
Thank you. And I take a swig.
Sure.
Not the best, but relaxing.
You guys take a
Yeah.
drink and you're both hit with the same realization. It's like a sign from the gods that like a bearded man is just like nodding in approval and saying, "You're doing the right thing."
Nice.
If you're a devout follower of Brondo, that's totally Brondo. I don't know if you're a devout follower. Even if you were a casual worshiper of Brondo, you wouldn't know.
I'm gonna go back up the stairs and grab the wooden shield and then come back down.
As you're going, I call after you, bring back a mirror.
I'm gonna search the cart for something that could work as a mirror. If there's anything.
There's nothing in the cart that would work. Is that you could go off and buy one, but I'm gonna roll for how long it takes you to find that.
I'm gonna look at only like a nearby like 2 or 3 shops. See
Sure.
if there's anything shiny that might work as a mirror.
Hell yeah! First store you walk in, the very first store that you walk in. That's crazy. I'll
Nice.
tell you the price. Price is 13 silver.
Alrighty. I will buy the mirror.
Cool. Got you a mirror. That was quick. Are you coming straight back?
Yes.
All
And
right.
did I notice any holes on the wall on the other side of the word letters? Or
Like
did I not look that way?
over where this C is, or are you like looking like the
Yeah,
whole
that
wall?
side
What are
right
you
there.
thinking?
Just on the other side of that row.
The other side? Yes, you see holes here. So here,
Or sorry,
I'll like draw them. Did it not show up? Holes here. I will draw.
I'm not seeing any colors show up.
I'll just like mark it red. Give me a sec.
Bitter and Danke.
Kind of hard to see, isn't it? Still getting used to this software.
I like it though. It's working.
It runs faster. That's an eraser. Okay, can we get like a little more saturation, please? There we go. Maybe a little bigger. Holes there. Holes there. It's just so damn bright you can see it.
Yeah. I'm going to attempt to hide as best as I can behind the wooden shields, pointed
Okay.
at those holes on the bottom row there. Start from the C on the right, and slowly walk on the letters towards those holes.
You're gonna walk on the C, right?
Yep, with the shield pointed towards those holes, hiding as much behind it as I can.
What is your
Of
armor
course.
class? Oh, so hold on. This sounds like what's your class again?
Fighter,
Fighter. Is this a
so it's
parry
defensive
or is
stance.
this
Like
defensive?
it would be, I guess it would be defensive stance.
Okay,
So you can't,
so
I
you
right, I
get
don't really feel like you could parry arrows very well.
parry this, you fucking casual. So
Exactly.
plus 2 to your AC with a shield. So
So,
what is your AC with a shield?
21 would be with the
Damn.
shield.
All
So
right.
23 with defensive.
Um, a dart flies at you and embeds itself in your shield.
All right, I'm gonna step back off the letters. That's kind of what I expected. Just wanted to double check.
Yeah, let me just
Uh,
write a few things.
I'm gonna do the
Oh
same
boy.
thing except
Hang on,
on
hang on,
the
hang on. Hey, wait, 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 wait,
I will
wait,
listen
wait,
to you.
wait, 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 wait. Gonna be traipsing about. Odds better gives you a blessing so that you can do better, right? Alright, the thing about it is only lasts for a very brief period of time. Wait, a round is different in this game. Never mind, a round's actually a very long time. Never mind, I'm
No,
reading
you're
it
thinking of
wrong.
turn. Turn is 10 minutes, round is 6 seconds.
Oh shit. Alright. So it's only gonna last for a very brief period of time, right? And you only have 4 rounds. I basically say. So you're just gonna have to be quick with it if you're gonna get any of them kids across, yeah?
Before we do that, keep an eye on my feet and see which letters make the darts come out.
So
And
what are you doing?
I'm gonna do the same thing, except I'm gonna step on the N this time.
So you're gonna step on the C,
This N next to the C.
the N next to it. So you're just like reaching out your toe and just like pushing it.
I'm gonna do the same
Just
thing I
like
did
boop.
on the C, standing with my shield
Okay.
pointed towards the dart holes.
So what is your AC again?
It'll be 23.
23.
Defensive
Holy
stance.
shit. You're in plate mail?
Uh, I have 18 decks with chainmail
And then a shield. And then
and a
defensive
shield,
fighting. Holy shit. Okay.
and then defensive.
All right. Another dart embeds itself in your shield.
Wait a minute. I was just seeing something as that happens. I go over the N that's on our side. And I say, if you look at the top down, that's part of the word transmutation. Which is another school of magic. Maybe this is the one you should step on.
All right, I'll go try that one then.
Also,
Step
I
back
I
a bit.
know that I know that these tiles are smaller than the tiles on the map. I meant for them to be the same size. I don't know how that got messed up. Just imagine that they're 5-foot tiles.
Right, right.
So, are you doing the defensive fighting and like stepping on it again?
On that specific N, I guess.
Okay, you stand there. 23 is your AC. All right, another dart embeds itself in your shield. You got 3 darts stuck in it.
Huh.
Oh, hey, it's free darts.
3 real estate.
Oh, I guess
If you look at your shield, you see that there's like this blue ooze like dripping out of each one.
Ooh. Do you think that's poison?
I'm quite sure that's poison.
Hmm. As I haven't moved off the end yet at this point. Is it just the one dart fires and as I stand there, nothing else happens?
Correct.
Did I take one more forward and step on that O? See what happens?
Step on the O and
I'm
the
asking.
tile. Oh, can you?
Not yet. I'm asking Stefan. Stefan, however you
I
pronounce your name, I'm sorry.
Theffin.
Stefan.
I scratch my chin and I say, "Oh, well, my initial surmisation didn't turn out, so I don't know, maybe."
Hmm.
There's nothing.
I don't
Yes, I'm gonna take a search myself and see if I could see anything against the walls or ground in that area that might be, triggerable.
Gotcha. This would be an architecture check.
Oh, I don't have no architecture.
You can attempt it if you
Hmm.
want.
All right, I'll try.
Are you checking like the wall? What are you checking? Just so I
I'm
understand.
checking this. You know what? Maybe I should check the ceiling. What's in the ceiling?
The ceiling? All right. You don't see anything that concerns you. Looks like a nice smoothed out ceiling. Not
Hmm.
not too high, not too low. Comfortable
And I
height.
look and I look down and hmm. I say, I don't know. I mean, yeah, maybe if we just tear up the floor, we can see what's going on there and figure it out from there.
just went to an advertisement.
Oh,
Um,
dude, I should be sharing in Discord. Sorry, my bad. Let
all
me
good.
let me change that. I do
It's
that
said.
so that we don't have to deal with lag.
I'm gonna
Give me a sec.
step back off the letters and put down the shield, take out my great mace, and I'm gonna take like a full swing over my head and slam it down on the end that I was just standing on.
I say, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Don't ruin your good mace. And I hand you a miner's pickaxe.
I I will use this
Is
instead.
it coming through on Discord? Is that working?
Yes.
Yes.
Great. So you guys can use that. Thank you. So I heard wait a minute, and I heard I'm gonna smash the N. So I need to know what's going on.
I was gonna use my giant hammer to smash it, and Theffin stopped me and handed me a pickaxe. I'm gonna hit it with a pickaxe instead. Still doing a full like overhead swing into it.
Okay. You do a big overhead swing and it just like bounces.
Does the dart go off?
A dart does not go off. If you hit the N, it does not go off.
Hmm. I don't know what I expected, but that wasn't it.
There must have been some magic in that old silt trap they found.
Hmm.
Flore says, I vote MAME. Should I just send all the children across this tile puzzle just immediately? Is that what we should do? Blood for the
Beckon the
Blood
dwarf
God?
because it wants
Oh no.
beckon the dwarf because it wants to die anyways.
Beckon the dwarf? Are you gonna convince the child to cross and see what happens?
No,
Just throw the pickaxe.
right?
You know what? Hmm.
The
What's the
child
mach-
says, do you want some help?
Oh, what do you know?
Well, I mean, it looks like it's a pretty easy puzzle.
How do you
Maybe
mean?
maybe I can just walk on all of them?
Walk on all of them at once? How do you do that? You've not enough
Well,
legs.
maybe I get low. Maybe I get low and I crawl.
Well, it might be more than just darts. Here's the thing. Could be something nasty that's all
Okay,
around,
well,
maybe.
well, I'll be here. You just let me know.
Right, right, right. Hmm.
Delaney, sorry, you don't know her name. The elf girl steps up and says, "You idiot, Keb. Just quit acting a fool."
Calm down, you lot. This is very trying for all of us, eh? And what's the material of the wall made out of?
It all looks like it's made out of granite or gabbro. You don't know the difference. You're a dwarf. You're not a dwarf.
It's true.
Dwarf would know immediately that it was gabbro.
Didn't we have a strategy we worked out before to get over trapped floors and stuff like that inside the maze of the Lumadusa? What were we doing again? I think we were just using a crossbow to straight up shoot ropes in places.
Do a tight
That's a,
walk,
I mean, yeah, I suppose.
but our crossbow got taken. That's the big
Yeah,
issue.
it did. There also doesn't look to be anything in particular. How are those torches held the walls? What kind of sconces are there?
Looks like wrought iron.
Wrought iron, okay. It could be used as a mid runner, maybe. But we don't have
Mid
anything to
runner.
fix it to their side with. Could you zoom out? Could you go to the kid's side of the cave there?
Yep.
Okay, so there is some wrought iron bits in there as well. Yeah. I mean, we could fashion a rope and pulley system to take them across it. If we could find like a solid basket to bring them across.
I mean,
I
there were
go
the
back up.
destroyed baskets outside.
There were. Maybe there's a
Mhm.
decent one somewhere. Or we could just buy a proper one.
I'm gonna go back up to the marketplace up there, just out of the alleyway, and look around and see if there's anyone who looks like very poor, someone who might want to make a little bit of money.
You there.
Oh, good God.
50 silver to run across this floor.
Exactly. Let's hire
Really?
someone to try it
Really?
for us.
So I'm adding a
Yeah.
modifier to this die roll. I'm not telling you what it is. I need to know two things. What's your charisma and how much are you offering?
I'm gonna offer 50 silver, and my charisma's 15.
All right. You find a man that has like one tooth. You know when people like don't brush their teeth forever and they get like that nasty tartar thing where like all the teeth become one.
Mm-hmm.
People call
Got
it
that.
tooth with like an F, tooth. He's got that going on and only on the top row. And he scratches his
I'm
head and he says, "Hey, a silver's a silver. Let me at it."
uh, I'm gonna bring him back down, and I'm gonna pick up that bottle that I left earlier and offer it to him. Like, here, you can drink this too. All I need you to do is jump across to that O, and I'm gonna point at the O.
Hold on, let me find some good art.
Oh, I think I might have an idea for art.
Here, hold on a sec. I think I found a good one. Gotta do some edits.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna put my suggestion in chat. I need a better resolution one, though.
I like that. That's pretty great.
All right. Let me just resize our new friend. All right, so I'd like to introduce you to Toof.
Nice.
So he comes down. He's like, "All right, so when do I get paid?"
I'm gonna grab that bottle that's on the A,
Okay.
hand it to him, and I'll tell him I'll give you 20 now, 30 when you come back.
Picking up the room.
Yep.
Interesting. Okay. He says, "All right," and you're gonna hand him the money.
Hand
You're
him the money and
you're
that bottle for him to
you're
drink.
gonna be a hero. You're gonna help us save them kids over there.
Yep.
And he says, "Well, whatever it takes." But
First step, I
I
need
do
you to
have
jump
to
that O.
roll his loyalty. I'm telling you right now. This is part of it. Okay,
Okay.
cool. And you said that he has to run across this.
I'm gonna have him jump to the O. Ask him to. Hey, I need you to jump across that N and land on the O, but don't touch the N.
I will say, Lamentations of the Flame Princess Vanilla has no jumping rules, so I'm trying out some jumping rules. Right now, I'm saying people can jump 10 feet. So you can get to the A. Is
Well,
that
I would
okay?
have him jump from where I am.
Oh, from where you are to the
Yeah,
O.
that'd be
Okay,
better.
gotcha,
And move
gotcha.
out of the way.
So you move out of the way, and he does a few like really shitty stretches, like stretches that would actually strain your muscles and your ligaments. You know, like really
Sure.
fast toe touches and shit. And he takes a step back, runs and jumps and lands on the O. And he says, "All right, can I have the 30 now?"
Does anything happen?
Nothing happens.
Can you jump to the T?
He jumps to well, hold on, hold on. He jumps to the A, and nothing happens.
Looks like we can step on the actual words.
Well then,
You
all
wanted
right.
him to step on necromancy? Oh
Yep,
my god.
I saw that those two words were 10 feet apart each. I'm like, hey, if it works, and we know where to walk then. And then I wave at him, I beckon him back over. I'm like, all right, come back here.
And
I'll give you
he
the 30.
jogs on over to you, steps on the M.
Yep, yep.
Alrighty, hold on. I bet this went exactly like you wanted it to.
I mean,
Goal
in
was
the
not to
evilest
have him
way,
die, but
in the most ethically unsound and yet Grand Theft Auto-esque way, kinda yeah.
right.
He runs straight at you, and he just looks happy as fuck. Like he just made like rent basically, and he's coming back to collect that last promised amount of money, and he gets tagged in the arm with a red dart, and he says, "Oh fuck," and then collapses dead.
Forgot about those.
Ooh.
Like literally collapses
Ooh.
dead
Hmm. Birds don't do that.
on the spot.
That's why we told you to stop.
Well, those children will be forming a traumatic memory from that one. I'm going to drag him out of here.
You're gonna drag
I'm
him
gonna take
out.
my.
Yes.
All right.
I'm gonna prop him up against the wall to the left with the bottle in his hand. Make it look like he just passed out drunk.
I applaud your forethought.
I should note that as you're dragging him, you see that his eyes are turning like really bright red, and then they explode outwards with blood. It's like blue and red mixture through his eyes, and he begins leaking blood out his nose and his ears and his mouth as well. Like it's like every orifice of the head is leaking blood and this blue mixture. So I would not say that he looks like he just passed out. We can pretend, but
None of us believe him like that. I'm gonna quickly retract my hands as soon as I see it start like dripping towards them. Too much. Oh no.
and then we need some
Uh,
red in there.
And we never learned his name.
No, we just kind of called him Toof,
Yeah.
well,
and his
there's
eyes
that.
kind of like exploded outwards.
Ooh. I'm glad I didn't get hit by that.
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Here we go. All
It's
right.
beautiful.
Thanks.
Beautiful.
He's still got his bottle.
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe we learned something.
Uh, be sure to take the 20 silver back.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, good call. I take 15 of it back. You can have the 5 for the afterlife.
Just leaving 5 on him.
Yeah.
All right.
Take it with him.
Well, Flore, I know that you were saying I vote MAME earlier. Is that enough MAME for you? You voted Mercy later. We did not show him Mercy, but I will hydrate.
Good call.
Hmm.
Definitely. So,
Well, we know the words are safe. That's all we know.
yeah, what's our next move on this one? I love
Um,
watching players handle puzzles, and at the end of the session, I will tell you everything about the puzzle, which should be fun. I like hearing how things work, you know. I enjoy that personally. So I'll extend the same kindness to you. What's our next step?
Well, maybe you should just go and bring them across one by one and hide them behind you, yeah? I mean, this seems to be working best.
I don't want to. After seeing Tooth die, those darts, I don't even want to get hit by one dart.
Well, you won't if you're careful.
Yeah, if you're
In
careful.
fact, yeah.
Really,
Let me
what if I, what if I just throw my shield across to the kids and have them come with it one at a time, and then I can throw it again?
No, I wouldn't put that in the hands of children if I were you.
Well, let's see. 5, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Let me see how far we can throw throwable things.
Yeah. Let me help.
Frisbee.
This should work. And I'm going to hold forth my symbol of Garmier, and I say, Garmier, bless this endeavor. Hopefully, this whole lot is pretty clever. And as I'm putting my couplet together, the the symbol glows continuously and vibrates and dances about until it's like pointing straight up in the air, and then there's a small, like almost a quiet keening wail in the distance, and then you feel as if there's a blanket of light that showers down upon you, or that rains through the ceiling, as if it were sort of a light afternoon rain. And I give you d6 plus 4 as I bless you. D6 plus 4 points to add to things.
Throw your
Like
shield
saves.
30 feet. You could throw it 30 feet.
At max.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So he's been blessed. Is this a d6 roll?
D6 plus 4. That's
Plus
how many you'll
4.
get to
Let's
add.
go. Whoo! That's max,
Ooh.
baby. That's
All
10.
right, you'll get 10 points to add to any saves you need to make or anything like that.
So hold on. What level is Stefan?
Level 4.
Okay. I think I'm gonna try working on that like mystery table and see what I can make come out of it, because I do want people to be able to level up their ability scores and get like skills and stuff. So I'll get back to you on that, and you'll get bonuses.
That'd be pretty tight.
I'll try to figure out this week.
Sweet.
So we got a blessed basket. What's the plan?
Can you go back to the map?
Oh, I thought we were. My bad. There we go.
Uh, and it lasts for 24 seconds, correct?
No, the
Or
bless lasts all day until you use the
oh,
points.
Nice.
The I could cast on you another thing that could boost you even further, but we might want to save it for a combat situation. It's probably more for that.
Stefan, do you remember any wooden crates outside?
Do I?
Pretty clear in there. What kind of crate are you looking for? Because you got a whole city at your disposal, but I mean there are a lot of private property laws that might prevent this. So we might need to involve a stealth roll if you're gonna just hijack one. What are you looking
I was
for?
thinking a crate I could Metal Gear Solid box walk with.
Box time?
I could put it around myself and walk by those. Obviously, the darts hit the crate as I was walking across, but it would have to be big enough
Ooh.
for me and a child.
Ooh.
Wait. Here's a better idea. Um, well, I mean, you could minimize the amount of times you need to cross. If we like take one box and like tie it a rope, I have a rope on one side, you have the rope on the other, and we just pull it across to get the kids back and forth until you need to get back across, and then you jump in the box and I pull you across.
Be strong enough to pull me across. Well, I guess if I'm walking and pushing the box at the same time, that that would work.
Hmm.
So it sounds like you're
Just
looking for like a big box to fit multiple people in, right?
well, a
Great,
crate.
yes.
Sure. How long are you gonna search?
Mm, you know, 20 minutes.
20 minutes. Okay.
That's a while.
I think you keep the children occupied with stories or something. I don't know.
Got
Well,
it.
don't take too long. They expect someone to come back, whoever put him there, and I don't want to be here when he gets back.
I'm
You
also willing to pay for one.
So Basket goes searching for a free one first, and in 6
Mhm.
minutes you find a perfect candidate. However, it is full of banana skins.
Just
They look
empty banana
fresh.
skins.
It's
Not bananas, just banana skins.
yes, it's full of banana skins and it's sitting like on the sidewalk in clear view.
I look around. Is there like any shops next to it or nearby?
Shops all over the fucking place. There are eateries, there are bars, there's a church of Deirdre near you. There's a bank across the street. Are you looking like for a shop to buy one instead of like steal one?
I was looking for like if I could recognize the shop that this one came from. If it's like an
Gotcha.
eatery, maybe they put it out there.
Definitely
Pick up.
from the eatery. This is like as if someone was collecting them for composting, but it's like one plant. It's just banana skins.
I'd go into the eatery and ask if I can purchase the crate.
This really like sweaty bald guy like wipes the sweat from his brow and says, "Ah,
I'll even take the banana peels with me.
3.6 silver."
I just hand them for him to keep the change.
Excellent. He takes it and says, "Thanks a lot." All yours, buddy.
All right.
Got some
I
banana
will.
skins too.
All right. I'll drag the crate with me back to the alley, and I'll just dump the banana skins in the alley. Like,
Okay.
we can figure that out later. But I mentioned to myself,
Dogs and birds flock to the alleyway to like rifle around and try and find any amount of nutrition in there. There are even
well, my
wild
children.
cats that are like willing to give it a go.
I meow at one of the cats, and then the crate
You
downstairs.
you meow at a cat?
I meow at a cat.
The cat is like extremely perplexed. Like you have like completely encapsulated the attention of the cat. It like jumps up on the destroyed baskets and like meow 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 like rolls on its back and like stretches its paws at you and like splays its little toes apart and it's just like very confused. You know how outdoor cats just like beg for
Mhm.
attention?
I'll give
That's
it a little
exactly what
scratch
it's
on its
doing.
chest and be like, "I'll be back."
It are you gonna go down the stairs? Is that where you're headed down the stairs?
Correct.
Okay, it follows you.
Oh, Steph and I apparently I made a friend, but I found a crate.
What's a cute cat fur pattern? Because that's the fur pattern it'll have.
Just black. It's a solid black kitty, except for one white mustache-looking spot on its nose. It looks very fancy.
I love it. Here, we'll make this a reality. You said a little white spot.
It's like a little white mustache looking thing right under his nose.
Oh, I have a great idea. Hold on. There we go.
Perfect.
Just need to fill that in a touch more. There we go. That's great. So yeah, you have a friend now, and it's just like rubbing up against you. It's rubbing up against the wall.
Maybe you can see if you can get the kitty to bring the rope to the kid's aid. You don't go to risk yourself going across it.
We'll
He's
look at
got
the
a
kitty and be
huge
like,
crate. It barely fit down the tight hallway, but you got it by holding it by the
need
bottom.
need to give it a name first. Hmm.
Sure
Kitty, would
you
you like the name?
you sure you want to get attached straight away?
Well, I need something to call it to get it to come back and forth.
Yeah, but the first time Mom met you, oh no, shit, that's something that Death or Action Brand did. Never mind.
What? Oh, what were you gonna say, Clay?
The first time that I met him, he shoved his goat into a pool full of mercury. So I don't know about him and animals.
Ooh, little little odd.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna. We have two. We have rope. We will need two 50 feet, 50-foot things of rope. Well, either way, actually, either way, I'm gonna have to go across to pull it
How
from
do
the
you?
other side.
Oh, the kids
Unless
could. Oh, maybe the kids could pull it with you inside of it for the first go round.
would 3 children fit in this box at the same time?
These three, yeah, they're pretty young. They're like
Okay.
little. They're like all under 10, I would say. Well, I mean,
And do we have
elves live for fucking ever. I guess her age is like hard to determine.
how much rope do we have on us?
I'm not sure how much is in your inventory.
I had
None on
50.
me. We have 50. We're gonna need another one.
You think so? What is that? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Yeah, it's 45 feet wide. Hmm.
Unless we could somehow convince the cat to drag it back and forth.
Yes.
If the cat even goes across without activating letters.
If you want to buy rope, it's 3.9 silver for 50 feet.
Well,
I
let's
just
just
go
buy
buy another.
rope.
Uh, I'll go take
we
a
have
couple minutes and go buy another rope.
we have silver out the ass after all.
So you're gonna go buy another? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
All right,
Yeah.
3.9 silver. I think we can skip the shopkeeper role play unless you're looking to get something out of it. You know, there's always an
No, it's
opportunity for
fine.
like fate points and extra information and shit. But yeah, there you go. One
We'll
rope.
do later. Okay.
Sounds good.
And I assume I got followed by the kitty. Actually, I'll ask if he has any cat food. The shopkeeper.
He'll just be like, "Yeah, open your hands," and he just like pours some scraps in your hand that he keeps in a burlap sack behind the counter, and he says, "But don't let him run into Miss Priss. She'll rip his fucking eyes out."
Thank you for letting me know. What does Miss Priss look like?
He points at a little family portrait of himself, his halfling wife, and their like really fluffy white cat.
Thank you for letting me
She
know.
has blue bows next to her ears, and she just looks like
I will.
upset.
Your cat looks adorable, but I will keep an eye out, make sure they don't get too close together.
Yeah, neither of us want that. Trust me. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Cool.
I'll go back with the rope.
You have returned.
There you are.
And I'll tie one end of the rope to put the crate near the letters and then tie the rope to like one side of it.
Here, I'll draw one. Oh man, Flore, a strong bad impression? Do you want me to just like be Dungeon Master strong bad?
A license for
Yep.
that rope.
Calling. Oh god. Right. Okay, let's see. Oh dude, this is Metal Gear music. I
Ooh,
recognize
nice.
this. I don't remember what this is. All
It
right,
is
let's
Metal Gear Solid ambient music.
bingo.
Perfect timing, isn't it?
Honestly, with the box, yes. Okay, why is the brush not showing up? Oh, it's just really small. Okay. So two people or like three kids. Yeah, it's a little bigger than that.
5 feet.
There we go. And then the fill tool is F. Cool. I want to take some of the. Oh, come on. Can I go into the brush settings? Please. Please, I'm dying. There we go. Show me the. You son of a bitch.
Incidentally, I forgot to mention, but I do have a show to go to tonight. I'm probably gonna have to cut out around, I don't know, 2 hours or so from now, 2.5.
Okay.
What show are you going to?
I'm gonna go see Clutch,
Cool.
Not familiar.
a metal band.
Very nice.
All right,
Indeed.
you got your box. What are we gonna do with it?
I'm gonna tie a rope to one end of it or one like side of it and give one of those scraps that I just got from the shopkeeper to the kitty. And be like, all right, this is Zachariah Meowskins. I need you to run this rope to the other side with those children and point over towards the children. See if I can convince a cat to do this.
Cat just like starts licking its paw.
Hmm. How about for 3 scraps?
The cat carries on licking its paw.
Well, I didn't
Cat,
expect
I'll
much, but it
move
was
for
worth a
less
try.
than 5 scraps.
the cat sees the corpse over in the corner and just like walks with its
No,
tail
kitty, no.
up.
Zachariah, no,
It like
no,
turns around,
no.
like looks at you.
And I wave a scrap at it.
It like trots over.
I hand it the scrap and I give a couple scraps
It just
to
kind of like
Griffin.
a mixture of playing and eating with the scraps at your
Mhm.
feet.
I say, Theffin, I'm gonna cross with this box. Make sure Zachariah Meowskins does not eat that corpse. I don't know what the poison would do.
I nod and he says, "Well, we could probably smell if it's good enough, but I'll keep an eye out."
Mhm. And I'll flip the box over so I can climb under it.
Okay. Okay.
And did you tie your other rope to it already?
I hope so.
So we're tying a lead to the box. We're putting
One on
Theffin.
each side.
Sorry, we're putting Basket in the box. So
Yes.
one lead on like this end, and then another lead on this end is what I'm hearing.
Yes.
And I
And I'll
guess
flip the
the
box
box
over
would
and
be
Metal Gear with
box
it.
would be like rotated like that, basically.
Yeah.
Holy
Okay,
shit.
okay.
I just learned that Kit Fox is publishing Caves of Cud.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Coming one
Wow, that's huge. Good for
yeah,
them.
1.0 in 2024. Hell yeah.
Holy shit,
Right.
man. Can we get some hype in chat? That's amazing.
I
That's
Holy
amazing.
fuck.
So we got rope on the north, rope on the south, and does this mean, Basket, that you are underneath now?
am under the box.
And you're stepping onto what tile?
Actually, before I do that, before I get under the box, I'm gonna push the box onto just whatever letters in front of me at the time. It looks like the I corresponds with
Sure.
the two letters, and see if it
Mercy
activates
Wing
the
1
darts,
Saber Ping Mercy Wing 2.
just to see if the dart box will actually stop the darts.
Laura, thank you for the biddies. But I am in great celebration of Caves of Cud being published by Kit Fox. That's fucking sick. Thank you
Oh
very
yes,
much for the generosity.
of course.
So you're just like
Love that.
resting the box on the tile I.
Yeah,
Okay. It it fires off a dart and it goes thud into the side of the box. I'm assuming that you're keeping this shit super low, like an inch from the ground, basically.
yeah, just trying
You're
to like
using it
let
as
it.
a shield.
Yes,
Yep. You know, I think there's actually rules for like being in cover, and I think this would actually count as cover. Let me see.
I'm full on trying to be Snake here, except with a wooden box, instead of a cardboard
I
box.
love it. I love it.
And I just realized it has no eye holes, so we might not be going the straightest of lines across this, but we'll try. Mm,
Right.
I can
Let's
I can use like the
see.
letters as I
Cover.
go to keep myself oriented.
Okay, so technically this counts as plus 10 to your AC. I don't think this thing is hitting you unless it hits a nat 20. So I am going to throw a d20 to see if it nat 20s. It did not. So you're safe and you are there.
Right, I will slowly start walking across one letter at a time.
Go to the
But like if
M.
I like hear a click or a sound, I'm just gonna pause as I step on a letter.
Okay, you're safe. And then you said you don't have eye holes, so I'm going to roll a d3. You
I'm
go
gonna
to
use
the
like the
T.
letters on the ground under me to like try to keep myself oriented. But
Works for
obviously
me.
it's not gonna be perfect.
It's gonna be dark and stuff, but like when you
Mm-hmm.
like pick it up to walk and there's like the inch of space, you'll be able to see. So you'll just keep on trucking. So that's the T. Safe. I. Safe. G. This one goes off. You did not get crit. Carrying onward, you hear a thud from the right side of the box.
Alright, so I've hit the middle, what I say to myself.
You go to M. Nothing. All right, now the R. Wow, you're safe. Okay. Next up is C. Safe. Then I. All right. Ooh, I think that one would have hit you if you weren't in the box. What's your AC if you're doing defensive fighting?
23. Or I guess it'd be 22 because I don't have a shield on right now.
Yeah, this one would have hit you. It would have hit you if you weren't in a box. Damn. I just want to roll a save or die just for the hell of it. What is your
Okay.
poison save and what is your wisdom modifier?
Poison save is 12 and wisdom is 0.
Okay, so I have to get 12 or over for you to live in this hypothetical scenario. Hypothetical, hope for a 12 or over.
Saved by the box.
Yeah. You would have had to use fate points or that would have been fucking curtains.
Mm.
Jesus Christ. All right, so you made it to the kids. What will you do?
I'm gonna flip the box over and well, I'm gonna crawl out from under the box once I'm off the letters and see what the last sound that hit the box was. Like if it did it sound like another dart.
Oh yeah, and it was on the left side this time.
Okay, so on the original side is the other one. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna yeah, I'm gonna flip the box over and tell the kids to crawl in.
The elf girl says, "Wait, you're just a kid, like us. How come you have a beard?"
Hmm. Genetics.
She says, "All right, whatever." So you want them to
How
like
old
get
do you think
in
I am?
12?
Okay, you can stay. You two get in. I'm kidding. You can get in too.
So are you telling them to like get into like the upright box or like
Yeah.
okay. Kev, I mean the dwarf who you've heard to referred to as Keb hops in. I'm gonna roll an int check for you to see if you recognize any of these high profile children. Your int is 3.
That is correct.
You don't know any of these kids.
All right.
All right. And they hop in, and then they hop in. Look at all them childrens.
I'm also going to go around and push the box back in front of the row or the column that I used to get across.
A sec. So you're gonna go like the exact same path that you took.
Yeah. I'll say,
Uh,
children, I can't guarantee anything, but we will do our best to get you across safely.
I don't know, Flora. I've killed a whole lot of Skaven. They didn't seem that superior.
All
Mhm.
right. So you're like pushing them along, or like how are the logistics of this?
I'm going to push them basically where I'm standing, so they're in front of that column, and then tell Stefan to start pulling.
So you're gonna push, and Thefin is gonna pull, and you're gonna take them all the way across this, is what you're saying.
Yeah, but I'm not going to go on the letters. I'm just going to stay.
Oh, you're not staying. Okay. So this is the path they will take.
Yeah, if Stefan can pull all three at the same time.
Sure. So put them onto the eye, and nothing happens. You give it a pull, and it like, but it does depress, and it runs into the lip of C.
Hmm. Stefan, pull harder.
Yeah, that's a
Uh,
strength feat. I think if you pulled it hard enough, you could do it. What's your strength, Thefin?
Uh, 12?
12. Got to get a 12 or lower. You are not successful.
Ooh.
They're stuck on the lip.
Can you give it a little lift and a push over the lip there?
yeah, I'll help push it a little.
How are you going to do that? Like think about it like you're moving a heavy box. You know, you got 3 kids worth in there. That's like definitely over 100 some odd pounds
As
and a heavy
Stefan
crate.
pulls, I'm gonna put a foot on it and like lean into it and like shove with my leg.
All right, sounds like a feat of strength from you. All right, Flore, talk to you in 10.
Remember, you have bless.
What's your strength, basket?
17.
17 and your dex is
Bro.
18?
And my dex is 18.
That's
Yeesh.
insane. Are
You'll
you
be
using
fine, I
any
think.
bless on this?
uh, might as well like use. I guess how many do I have? I had 6, right? Or
You have
I think you
10.
have 10.
10? I'll use 3.
You'll use 3. All right, here we go.
Make it a 20.
Oh yeah, you pass easy. You are able to successfully push them over the lip, and you now are on the eye. Now what?
I keep pulling. Thank you.
I'm
Pull,
gonna
pull,
keep my
pull, pull,
foot on
pull.
the eye, keep it depressed.
Cool. Pull, 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 pull. They hit the G, and then they sink down, and now they run into I, the lip of I.
I'm gonna
Well,
quickly
I'm gonna.
step past the eye that I'm on towards the back of the box, and then let it like undepressed once I'm past.
Okay. It is undepressed.
And I'll like slowly walk forward and push the box again in the same manner.
All right. Do you want to use any bless on this?
Uh, I'll use another 3.
All right. Here we go. Oh, dude, you should be very thankful that you did. I literally rolled a 20.
Nice.
Damn.
Excellent.
One of those
Boom.
moments.
Smash right into it. And the power of the gods have aided you in your journey. Excellent.
And as the box keeps
Excellent.
moving, I'll do the same thing and be depressed as it moves past it.
Great. Now, on the very last one where they're stuck, what are you going to do? Are you going to move up and.
Can I climb over the box
Yeah?
and the children in the box? Where I like don't like step on any other letters.
I'm going to roll for catastrophe. It's going to be a very, very low number. Very, very low number.
That should be like I fall down.
That is a
Fall
high
on the
number, but it
children.
is not the number I had in mind, so no catastrophe. You climb
Okay.
over, and are you like just jumping to safety?
Yeah, I'll just like do a little hop,
Okay.
and then I'll grab the rope with it and just yank.
Oh yeah. With the two of you guys, easy peasy. You can get all the children to safety. Boxes safe. Uh so good work.
Think I think we should load the kids up in the back of the cart and put the box over them as we travel the roads.
Zechariah wants to go meet all the kids.
Yeah, I think
I,
that's
ha-
a good idea.
I give each of the kids a little piece of scrap for the kitty.
I do want to add a little detail about our dear departed Toof. I rolled his loyalty and it was one lower than it could have possibly been. It was like second best possible loyalty. He would have he's your ride or die, and he died.
Yeah, that
Unfortunate.
was that was well, if you didn't feel bad before.
Yeah,
So
You
if
have
I
a list of
say
deities,
I do.
or is there one?
Yeah, it's out on the Google Drive. It's called Pantheon of Nine Gods.
I'm gonna look really quick because I didn't pick one for my character.
Sure.
Uh,
There are also
God,
innumerable cults out there. If you want to follow Zeus, if you want to follow Thor, if you want to follow Apollo or Artemis or like Christian God, like all of these are cults.
we're gonna
is
try to
there?
take this opportunity to convince you to follow Garmir, being that I'm a cleric
Well,
of you.
I was curious if Rusty Bucket Bay would have like a general one they follow. Coastal towns, I don't know.
They do like Deirdre
For Cain.
Goddess of
or
aesthetics.
Cain. Thank you, Flora. Is Cain another one of the chaos gods like Korn?
He's an elven god of murder.
Oh, elven god of murder?
Yes.
Wow.
Uh,
Dark elf god of murder.
this
Okay.
makes sense.
Makes sense.
And not just Dark Elf. Both the High Elves also respect Cain, and so do the
Ooh,
Wood Elves, I believe, also respect an incarnation of Cain. All of them need murder occasionally in their lives.
I mean,
actually,
yeah.
Rondo makes sense as well as uh, God of the Sea, Knots the Sea, Peppers would make sense for coastal town.
I mean, oh, Brondo. I'd say Brondo
Yeah,
and Deirdre because
yeah,
Brondo is one of the god. They call him like God of the Sea, and there's a
yeah.
port there at Rusty Bucket Bay. So yeah,
That's what I
I'd
was
say Brondo
thinking.
and Deirdre are
Yeah,
like the most appropriate.
I'll look at Toof and be like, may Brondo bless you, my friend.
He's just a fucking disaster. Honestly, just a fucking gory mess of pure trauma for these children.
Uh, stay in the
And
box,
oh,
kids.
dude,
Don't
you have
leave.
a fucking box. Cat gets in the box.
It's in the box.
Cat gets in the box.
I
100%.
called it.
We're gonna give him some white behind his eyes.
Probably should untie our ropes as well from the box.
Oh wait, cats have like yellowish eyes sometimes.
and pull the darts out of the side.
That's also a. Ooh.
Can we merge
Do you
these?
have gloves on?
I do have gloves on. I have plate mail.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know you had plate. Wow.
Yeah, I'm armored to the teeth.
Shit. I should get some plate while we're in town at some point, but not today.
All right, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what the Chronicles of Malice Darkblade Volume 2 is. Is it Warhammer?
Malice Darkblade's a popular line of Warhammer fantasy novelizations of a dark elf that's kind of like an anti-hero.
Oh. Okay. Well, thank you for that context.
Of
I
course.
don't I don't read. What's the book? So
I've
what
I've read the
is the
Go Tree.
logistical plan? The children are just like thanking you and hugging you and crying and talking about how they can't wait to see their parents again and how they thought they would be killed down here and that this was going to be the end.
Uh, where's a safe place to take you children?
uh just one by one they rattle off. The dwarf says, well, I'm Keb. You see, my father is Bombil Netrough over in the Crimson Crucible. He's a master jeweler. I'd love to go back home to the Crimson Crucible."
Mm,
And then the elf says, "Well, I'm Delaney, and I am the daughter of Avon Laron. Useless man from Bellevere. You'll probably find him in a bar." Then the human says, "Well, I'm Ambil, and I'm the son of Ronnie Sawktooth. Um, she's one of the secretaries of state over in Marlene."
Hmm. Well, you know,
that
we might have a chance to bring an end to all of this if we lay in wait for the guy that put these kids here. Maybe we should give these kids over to the guards to get home and then set ourselves a little trap here.
that's not a bad idea.
Delaney says, "Well, I want to give you something, for saving us and everything."
Uh,
Oh,
well, can you wait
well,
till we get to the guards?
well, whatever you want to give us, I don't suppose we're any place to turn down.
Let me roll some dice. Ooh. Yeah, that's cool.
That good, huh?
Yeah, I rolled really well.
Nice.
She refuses to wait. She like flips open her collar to her shirt, reaches in to like a hidden pocket and pulls out a ring that has emerald, ruby, sapphire, and topaz and just deposits it into Basket's hand. She says, "I nicked this off one of the men. Consider it treasure."
Pat her on the head and say, "Thank you, but you're gonna have to wait a few years before we get married."
Oh my god.
It obviously comes off a little sarcastic.
Yeah. Uh um what's Theffin, what's your int?
-1 or 8.
Damn. All right. Never mind. What's next?
Hmm.
Yep. I'll drag the bot. Uh, let's get. I will drag the crate with Zachariah in it up the stairs.
Thud, thud, thud. The cat jumps
Yeah,
out.
exactly. Um, and place it on the cart or get it up on the cart as best I can,
Okay.
and put it sideways so the kids can crawl
I feel like I
under
need
it.
to add another sheet to our spreadsheet of all this shit and just call it like cart contents.
Right?
It it comes up so much that we're gonna do that.
Not a bad idea.
And then have the kids hide under it
Ah.
on the cart.
Yeah. I guess it wouldn't be wait. We don't do that. Oh, we would do condoms around, hold on, just doing a little formatting.
Where you've been.
Huh?
My kitty just came out of. I was wondering where she went, where she's been, because she hasn't been next to me for like 20 or 30 minutes now. She was next to me. It's just she was behind the curtain on the windowsill.
That's great. That's
She
great.
just walked out from behind it and was like, "Oh, hello."
Yeah, my kitty's trying to get me to play with a bit of plastic that he brought for me to play with him with. So I
I'm upset with
reluctantly
mine
am.
because I purchased some earrings last week and I wore them one time and then she lost one of them. So I put them on my computer desk
Wow.
and she apparently knocked them off in the middle of the night. I found one on the floor, but I can't find the other.
Oh my God.
And it's okay. I forgive her this time.
Okay, so we were leaving this place. You were hiding the children like in the box, basically, and
Yeah,
we were heading up to the surface. Cool. As you guys head to the surface, we can change up the music a bit. Let's try this one. You guys hear trumpets and horns and drums. You hear town criers shouting on and on. You hear voices overlapping. And it sounds like there's going to be a royal decree given in the square of each of the districts post haste, as an envoy of Lord Reginald is going to speak as the mouth of the Lord himself very soon. They encourage everyone to go by because those who are not in attendance have no excuse to not know the news. I want to know what you guys are going to do.
mm,
Oh, I don't really care about that. I'm sure I'll hear about it when I need to. We have more important things to hand. Look, one of us should stay hidden here and watch the place just to see if we could see whoever comes here.
that sounds like a good idea to me.
Me or you is the question.
Uh, I should probably take the kids to the city guard since I was an ex-guard or used to be a city guardsman.
Okay, I'll wait here and hide in some trash, 'cause I used to be trash.
One thing that you've learned from being a guardsman is that Lord Reginald's men, it's a toss up on if you can trust them to report crime.
Hmm. The plan is to go ask them about the missing children before I tell them that I have some of the missing children.
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, sure. So you seek out a guard, and two of them are standing with their arms crossed on a street corner next to a man who's saying, "Health potions, potions of healing, raise your HP. Got 'em right here. Buy 'em up. They go so hot." So what are you going to do?
I will park the cart a little bit away from the guards and then walk over to him and tell him, "Hey, I'm a guardsman from, or I used to be a guardsman, I should say, from up in what's it called, Bucket Bay or something,
Rusty Bucket Bay, yeah.
from Rusty Bucket Bay, and I since decided just to travel, but I came into town uh, recently and I heard something about missing children,
He cuts
and I
you
was
off.
wondering if I might.
"Listen, citizen, there's a royal decree and you're not there right now, so get your ass over there. Quit bothering me."
Do you not want to find the missing children? Because I think that's a little more important than a royal decree.
He says, "Ain't nothing more important than the royal decree." And he draws his sword and he says, "Now, do you want to make this a fucking problem?" The other
Fine.
guard with him draws his sword as well, but says nothing. Just like looks at him like questioningly.
I say, fine. I'll come back later then. Your sword looks a little dull there. And then I walk away, grab my cart, and go towards the royal decree.
All right. Is the whole crew going over that way?
Oh no,
Uh,
I'm definitely watching this place here. I closed and locked it again, and
Cool.
put the key back in the hidden place where
Oh,
the tracker
clever.
was. And
Clever.
I am going to conceal myself somewhere nearby, so that I could watch people who are like going that direction.
Sure, sure. I'll roll some stealth. What's your stealth skill? And Flore, thank you very much for the biddies again.
It is a god awful one.
One. All right.
there's a bunch of bananas to cover yourself in.
Oh,
You
that's right.
uh you find a barrel stacked in a way that it is up against a wall, and you sit on top of the you like crouch on top of the barrel and press up against the wall, and you see many people passing you as you're getting into position and as you wait.
I have a thought, and then I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, has a spell I could use to help myself. And then I'm going to step off somewhere in unseen and unheard. And I'm going to say, come here, hear my plea. I need concealment immediately. I
Shit.
don't know who's coming around, but I don't want to be seen in this town.
Fucking outstanding rhyme, man. I just want to give you a fate point for your continued excellence in the rhymes. It's
Thank
good.
you, thank you.
Yeah, you
I'll
deserve it.
take that. And then I'm going to be rolling a d6 to bless myself.
Here we go. This sounds kind of like RuneScape music. 4 plus 4 is 8. Got 8 points.
Alright. And I'm going to try to take a good look around after I'm blessed, and I'm going to use 5 points on my stealth in order to
Damn.
give myself a
All
6
right.
out of 6 stealth.
So we got you have 6 out of 6. So that means I roll 2d6, and the only way you fail is if I roll snake eyes. So hell, whoa. It's a stealth check. You shouldn't know.
That's true.
That one counted. The one that fell in my lap doesn't. Okay. You find a different spot this time. You find an awning. You're gonna have to like climb up onto a shop stall, but it's been abandoned because 9 out of 10 people are headed south. I should mention you guys are in the district of Sapphire, which means the southwest district, and the square is always in the center of that. Like if you imagine it like a slice of pie, it's in the dead center every time.
Hmm.
So you see 9 out of 10 people are headed that way. You just climb on top of a shop owner's abandoned stall, and you lay down on it with your fucking plate mail. All right.
Ultimate stealth.
So what about Basket? Are you headed to go hear the news?
I'll head as close as I have to. Like I'll stay the furthest possible distance away from like the square. I got close enough where I'm there and I can see, or like not like in the crowd with my cart or with the cart.
Sure.
And then I'll like climb into the back of the cart and whisper, be like, "Kid, you're gonna have to hold on for a bit. I'm sorry. There's a decree going on."
The elf girl says, "I'm hungry."
Said, "We'll get you some food afterwards. I'm sorry." And then I'll sit on top of the crate and act like I'm
Okay.
paying attention.
Sure,
Now they're
sure.
ready to listen.
So
Even
in the
tiny babies
square,
must suffer.
there's like shoulder to shoulder peace officers all over the place. They've all got swords, they've all got shields, they've all got their ivory armor and their tabards, they got their crimson red capes, and it looks like there are boxes between them, like crates full of stuff evenly placed. And if you squint, it looks like you see like handles sticking out of them, like a handle to a mace or a handle to an axe. So it looks like there's boxes of weaponry spaced like evenly between them. And in the center of the square there's like a raised wooden stage, and there's like a walking space where you could see a performance troupe doing a performance, putting on a play. Someone could be giving a speech or a decree, like in this case. And
Mm-hmm.
you see a very foppishly dressed gentleman walk up to the stage with a scroll in hand, and he unrolls it and he says, "Hear
You
ye,
have a
hear
visitor behind
ye."
you.
Sorry, what?
You have a visitor behind you.
I have a visitor behind me.
Behind you.
Ow. Yeah. So he says, "Hear ye, hear ye! I bring ye an official decree from his lordship, Lord Reginald." And you hear like cheers and you hear boos, and you see like on the opposite end of the square from where you're located, because I know that you were like perched up high and kind of looking around with your ass on the crate that the children are in. You see that there's
Mm-hmm.
like a fist fight going on, like across the way at the mention of his lordship, Lord Reginald. And you see one of the guards like brandish his sword and bring it down and down, and it's red and down, just arcs of blood flying out from where he's standing. The speaker goes on to say, "It will be hitherto forevermore, such that we will be introducing a 1-for-1 clause. In that, our Lord does all that he can to keep us safe and protected. In order to maintain this, we will be taking additional taxes on all goods and all services. As an example, you pay 1 silver for a drink of ale. You are depositing 1 silver into the coffer of Lord Reginald." The crowd is unruly at this point, and they're throwing shit, and more of the peace officers are descending into the crowd. It looks like that fine line around the outside is getting broken up quite a bit at this point. People are pissed off. And then he flips the scroll around to the other side, and a bottle just like flies out of the audience and like bounces off of the man who's speaking, and it like puts a slight tear in the scroll he's reading. Also, Flora, I rolled for it 14, so you hit him. He said he wanted to throw a bottle, and he's reading from the other side of the scroll now, and he says, "Also, in order to better the interests of safety and security, from here on forward, we are officially prohibiting swords. You will exchange your swords, your daggers, your scimitars, etc., to the nearest peace officer, who will in turn exchange an axe, a mace, a warhammer, in order to keep us all safe. Thank you very much." And he keeps his head low and departs from the area, where a swarm of peace officers surround him and protect him with their capes and their shields, as people are throwing like knives and bottles and excrement and tomatoes and food at him, and a full-on riot has broken out in the crowd. And even still, some people are like dropping their daggers, dropping their long swords and their short swords, and peace officers are handing them maces and battle axes and whatnot in exchange. All of these are made by the arms manufacturers of Vericonaut, and they bear the maker's mark on them. What are you going to do?
If you know what's good for you, you'll get all those kids on picking up swords to exchange for maces and fill the crate with maces and axes to resell elsewhere.
Right?
No, that's petty change, but it would be funny.
People are
No, I'm
crying
gonna
in the crowd, like people are holding their children and like protecting them. They're like people that would otherwise be on the same side, just like in fistfights with each other because people are so emotional they don't know what to do. People screaming about being destitute and how it's not fair. Where the fuck do you think we're going to get this money from? Really
I'm
stressed
gonna
out horses.
get off the cart and walk it away back towards the direction I came from originally, where Stefan is, towards
All
that
right.
direction. And I'm gonna try to find one of the city guards. Actually, before I am I are any city guards like looking towards my direction as
Oh
I'm
yeah, there's a
getting off the
ton of
cart?
them. Like there is an exceedingly high number of peace officers in this city, and especially
But are they
right here.
watching? Are they watching towards me, or are they like watching the crowd?
A little of both, trying to be situationally aware. Are you trying to get away
Okay.
with something? Because I'll roll stealth.
Well, I was gonna grab one of the or grab that scimitar we have out of the back, but I
Uh
figure
huh.
if they see me pull one, they might want to look for more. So I'm not gonna do it if there's eyes on me.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, there are eyes all over the
No,
place.
I'll just uh I'll just walk away and I'll go back towards the alley and see if there's like anyone around the alley or and as I walk by it,
You
take a peek and look if there's anyone down it.
immediately spot Theffin. Theffin is in a terrible fucking spot. He doesn't realize that, like, in laying down on the awning, that he has ripped through it, and he is extremely visible from all angles. I
I look
literally
at him and
rolled
like,
snake eyes, bro. I literally rolled snake
Oh
eyes.
that's
no.
beautiful.
Oh,
I'll look
I've
up and be
never
like,
rolled that on a
dude,
skill check ever in Lamentations. Not playing it, not running it,
that's
and it
beautiful.
happened right there. It's
oh
crazy.
boy. I should have taken off my armor before I climbed on that awning.
I'm gonna look up and be like, what are you doing? What's going on?
Nothing. Just
Uh-huh.
hanging out.
Uh-huh. Oh, shit, you can see me. Oh, damn it. Oh, hells. And I clamber down and I get, like, caught up in the thing and I, like, fucking stumble and get, like, I get swung upside down and I'm hanging from it inverted for a couple of moments before it rips and I'm unceremoniously dropped on my ass onto the ground
You
and there's a
you see out of the
clattering
corner of
thumping.
your eye, there's a shaggy dog, and it looks like it's laughing. It points a paw at you, winks, and then just walks away, tail wagging. This was a religious experience.
Oh.
Beautiful.
Oh, Devon, save me. What a
Oh,
state I'm in.
Hey, you prayed to Garmir. You failed. Garmir
I
did not protect you in this case and pointed at you
I'll
and
reach out a
cast.
hand to help Stefan up.
Oh, you're so
uh,
kind.
I
So
take it,
kind.
and I'm like lifted easily, I'm sure, to my feet. And I'll
And
say
I'll
thank you.
you know, absolutely. That was a tremendous fall you did there.
Yeah, well, you know how it goes sometimes. That's why I wear the armor, really.
True. You should get some of your brain put in your muscles. Be a little
Oh,
more dexterous.
Oh my
I
god.
don't know if there's enough to go around.
Zechariah the
And then
black
I'll
cat hops up onto the stall and is just pushing like various little trinkets off onto the floor like pens, quills and ink pots just onto the ground.
no, I'll
Typical.
explain to Stefan what happened with the decree. Like, yeah, they're charging double in taxes. So, the example given, you buy ale for 1 silver, you pay 1 silver in taxes.
I shake my
Also,
head.
I agree with you there. Also, they banned swords in trade for maces, axes, and other weapons. So you can't have
Well,
swords, but you can have anything else.
that's deranged.
They blamed
Very,
crime. They said crime is on the rise, and if we ban swords, we'll be safe.
very safe. I say as I lean on my hammer.
Well, that's not going to help. More people being destitute's going to raise the crime.
I agree.
It's just going to be more mace and axe-related violence now, I
Mm.
suppose.
Well, the guards are quite busy. There's the beginnings of a riot. Might be a riot at this point in the town center. Might be a good time to take these children somewhere else.
Yeah, you're right about that. We's best to get him home. I mean, Unless you think, yeah, well, I don't suppose there's any chance. I suppose Garmy sent me the message. I'm not going to be the one to catch this fellow, whoever it is. We should get these kids out of here.
Agree. I remember
Odds.
one of them saying something about the Crimson something. Crimson Quarter.
Yeah, the Crimson Crucible, that's a dwarven settlement to the north.
Oh, it's not part of this city.
Uh, let me see. Are any of these kids from the city? One of them said her father might be around here. She's from Bellavere, and Bellavere had a whole bunch of refugees. So presumably her father was one of the refugees.
Okay. Said
Her
he was in a
father's name
bar,
is
probably.
Avon Laron.
Probably hard to find in a bar right now. I think no one's probably in a bar right now.
This is not the music we want.
Uh, what do you think? Should we take the kids out of the city?
Well, I mean, if we take the one whose dad lives here, to say that's kidnapping at that point. We gotta find his. We gotta find the father.
This is true.
We need more
Where's my
details,
requested
kid.
sea
Where's his
shanty?
dad? We needs to get you home, eh?
Jorge, I don't feel like the sea shanty song is a good one for right now. I feel like it's far too happy for this bad situation
Just
that we're in. I'll refund it. So we want to get the children to safety, is what it sounds like.
That's the priority, or at least out of our responsibility.
did the child respond when Griffin asked for more details?
She'll give you a physical description of her father. Sounds like he's a bit of a deadbeat, and she doesn't know why she got captured. But if she has half a brain, she thinks it's probably because of a gambling debt, an unsettled gambling debt that her father left behind, and I guess they took her kid to ransom. But she did steal a really valuable ring from one of the henchmen during her captivity, and felt like it would be a good payment to you guys, because if her father knew that she had something that valuable, he would just sell it and use it to gamble more, or he would
On it.
use it to barter, you know, ante up. The fucking
Like,
really expensive ring. It's very valuable, by the way.
Yeah, that's. You sounded like you're impressed with the role there.
Oh, dude, I rolled really well. I rolled a D100 and I got a 91.
Holy shit.
very nice.
Well, maybe we should try to sell that off too as we're going about, so that we can bank that XP in silver.
What
Or
was the child's name again? Her name?
her name is Delaney, Delanie.
Well, Delaney, are you sure you want to go find your father? Or would you want to go maybe take refuge with one of these other children's families?
Well, I'd like to stay with someone from Bellavere, if possible.
Hmm. Do we know anybody from Bellavere?
There are a ton of elves here that are refugees from Bellavere. You have seen Bellaverian refugees that are characterized by their traditional dress, which includes leather and wood combined, and they wear dark greens, pale greens, and browns, so that they can blend in with the swamp. You guys remembered getting the mosquito nets and stuff. That was Bellavere. So it'd be really easy to pick out a Bellaverian elf.
Look at Stefan and say, should we have her come sit up here or come sit on top of the cart and maybe point out someone she knows as we go?
Sure. Sure, that's great.
Yeah, yeah. Why not? And maybe if you see whoever took you too, maybe you can point him out. We can give him a good thrashing.
I
Sweet.
agree. So just the one child. The other two need to remain hidden. We tell them.
Sure, sounds good. So
Sorry about the uncomfortable crate.
as you guys are looking for a place to sell to sell the ring and maybe spot some family. You guys are just kind of pushing along, and I mean the several minutes have passed since the start of that riot, and a lot of the very calm-minded people that are not taking part in the riot are back to filling the streets. So it's back to being super up in your face and loud and stressed out horses and stuff. And you hear a loud debate going on the corner about this is the end times. This is a Bellavirian elf saying this. They're shouting with a sign that they've written in ink that these are the end times. There's no justice. There should be no peace. We have to rise up, but we have to do it with our words. We cannot be violent about this, is what his argument is. And there are three peace officers standing near him as he's saying this, and they're there to keep the peace in case people decide that they want to take up arms. And the little girl points up at the man and she says, "Him, he's from Bellavere."
You know him, and is he trustworthy?
She says, I don't know him, but we're very well connected. I'm sure he might know my mom or my dad."
What do you think, Stefan? We trust the gentleman.
Hmm. There's not like an equivalent to like a sense motive in this game, is there?
You can ask me like pointed questions about behavior and stuff, and I'll let you know what you can pull out of there.
All right.
Treat it like an investigation.
Does it seem like a shifty character? Like, is he making like steady eye contact, being like forthright? You know, not
He
fidgeting
looks
around.
intelligent and he looks passionate about what he's talking
Hmm.
about.
Hmm. I mean, if the kid's all right with it, I say ultimately it's up to the youngster here. I don't want to force her into nothing.
I agree with you there.
So are you gonna
All
like
right.
go up while he's talking and point out the little girl? Because he's basically up on a soapbox, just like talking and talking and talking.
Yeah. Have her stay near the car. Be like, all right, stay here, Delaney. I'll talk to him for you.
He says, "Hi,
Uh,
can I help you?"
yes, I was wondering, if there's a place you know to take refugee children,
Ah,
ones that
I mean,
potentially
rent's
have
kind
missing
of
parents.
crazy right now. It's very expensive, you know. I hope you got a lot of money. I mean, what are we talking here? I'll see what I can do to help.
Well, her family is apparently in town here, but the way she explained it, her dad's kind of a deadbeat. But she's from Bellevue as well, and she was recently kidnapped. So we're trying to
Whoa!
reunite her with her family.
You talking about Avon's little girl?
Yes.
Okay, let's take care of this right now. He sets down his sign and he like runs after you.
I'll walk him over to the cart with her there.
And he just like scoops her up and like hugs her and he's like, hey, I know you may not recognize me, but listen, okay, I know your father, okay, I know where he's staying. You wanna come with me and we can get you all paired up again? Oh my gosh, I am so thankful to you. To whom do I owe the pleasure? He says, gesturing at Theffin and Basket.
Um,
Who
do
can
you
I
have a party
thank?
name?
Professional help.
We'll call professional help. Low-end
Professional.
auxilium, I think it is. Yeah, I'm Tiffin.
I will write this down. I'll write this down. I'm not a rich man. I'm quite a poor man now that I've come here, but I'll remember you.
We don't need
Uh,
anything in recompense. We just want to do the right thing.
yeah,
No,
that's the
no
one.
good when a child's kidnapped. It's the most one of the most evil of deeds.
Mm.
What town are we in again? You said it earlier, but I totally forgot.
Verico not. If you look at the map, it's in the
That's what I. Yeah,
southeast.
yeah. I was. Did you mention where Crimson Crucible? So I went and looked at the map. I'm like, that's a long ways away.
It's a bit of a distance, yeah.
My cat basement's there on the way. That's where our castle's gonna be. Our stronghold. Is Mournhold like the Mordor of this world? The gates of Mordor?
Trying to think. It's like a defensive location against the legions of the undead.
Okay.
The dwarves set it up as like a military thing, and they did a really good job securing the area, so now they can like build a city in the sky there.
It's
They're
like
pretty proud
Gondor.
of there. Is
It's
it?
like Gondor.
Is it?
I mean, yeah, that's where like Mordor first attacked you, and they got like a big ass castle up in the sky going on type of thing.
Sure. Okay. I took a note. I took a note of that. So that's one girl. That's one girl off.
Mm-hmm. Like they saved Delaney,
And
Delaney, however you pronounce her name.
she like breaks into tears and hugs each of you. Very like emotional that she's going to live through this because she thought that was the end for her.
I'm
And you can tell
also gonna
that
turn back to the old man. Go ahead. Sorry.
she was like the strong-willed one, the very emotionally mature one out of the group. She was not very childish, and she was just like barely holding it together for the other kids so it wouldn't freak them out. But now she
Mm-hmm.
doesn't have to be strong anymore, so she's just gushing tears.
I'm gonna turn back to the old man and be like, you mentioned something about her father maybe having a gambling debt, so you might want to watch out for loan sharks and other
He's gonna say,
negative
"Listen,
people.
Avon has always been known for having a gambling problem. Okay, we'll do our best. But thank you. All right, it's not much of a secret in Bellevue.
Fair.
Do
All
you have
right.
a where should I send a letter if I wanted to get a hold of you?
In your cat basement, we have our vehicle being built, but I don't know if we can send a letter to that.
Sounds good to me. I will address it to professional help and I'll send it to Cat Basement if I ever need to reach you. Just consider me
Investigating potential.
an anonymous patron, all right? I don't want my name attached to it. I've heard of professional
Hey,
help, okay? You guys get into some dangerous stuff.
Since when?
He says, well, like saving children. We'll go with that. Do you still have the darts in your fucking shield?
No, I pulled him out.
Okay,
We weren't using it. Or I
that's
guess
fine.
I've been pulled him out.
So, what is the plan now? Go sell the ring?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I suppose we ought to bank it, get that XP going.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
You got tons of people jaywalking across the road. Lots of homeless folks. You got doomsday prophets and cults trying to recruit and talking about how togetherness is the way that we'll get through this. And you know, there are people that are talking about how tyrants must be stopped no matter what, and peace officers throw them into manacles and beat them into submission and haul them off in their horse-drawn carriages through the town, clad in Lord Reginald's cobalt and yellow color scheme. And suddenly, as you guys are walking, just out of fucking nowhere, who's the one driving the cart? Is
Mm-hmm.
that Theffin?
I'm probably walking next to it.
I guess I'd be driving it. Why not?
Theffin was the guide, the driver in a way. You slam into this man with scraggly hair, and he like falls onto the ground, and he like looks down at his hand and he like plucks something and like holds it up and you see that it's like a tooth. And he like opens his mouth and he doesn't have like his right front tooth. And he says, "Oh my god, you knocked it out! What the hell's wrong with you, man?"
Oh, dearie me. And I take a closer look, sort of narrowing my eyes, and I'm gonna look. Is there any sign of like a blood or like a actual injury? Because the guy could just be like trying to pull a fast one. I'm gonna use my search,
There's
and I'm
no
gonna add
blood. There's no blood. I'll roll search.
all right, I'll add a two from my blessing,
This
make it a
man's a
five.
fucking ambulance chaser.
I say, you
It's gotta
lost
be a
that
fast
tooth
one.
long ago. If it's even yours in the first place, get out of here.
You
And
can
I
see
just
the telltale sign of like of a wooden tooth that's been painted and it's aging and you see some of the paint coming off of it.
It's not even a real tooth. You're a phony. Hey, this guy's a phony. Look at you, you phony.
I'll be right back. I gotta go grab
Disgusting.
my laundry out of the
Yeah,
dryer.
sure. Sure,
Back in like
sure.
5 minutes.
He just like throws his hood over his head and just like storms away from you. Good shit.
Eh.
Dude, you knew immediately. You knew immediately what was going on. That's hilarious to me. That was fucking hilarious. And as you're traveling through the many winding streets, you once again hear, "Get your health potions here. Heal yourself up. Live forever. Cheap, cheap, hot like fire. Gotta get him out of here. Everything must go."
I hates the city. At least this one. Cat basement's fine.
You see many more of the food stands run by Tully Sisters Fine Eats. They sell those sausage rolls and like little like mini hot dogs on bread.
You're making me want to go through a drive-through when I ultimately get out of here.
Dude, I kind of want to do the same thing. I'm making myself hungry with the food stands.
Mm,
Maybe we'll wrap up real soon. How about this? You're tracking down a jeweler, right?
right.
Cool. Um, how do you want to negotiate? Because this could I'm telling you that there's a risk that you will get less. There's a chance that you can get more based on your um, negotiation strategy if you go meet a jeweler to sell jewels. Many
Okay.
strategies
Get
here,
returned.
like you could talk about weight, you could talk about carats, you could talk about like parting it out, like okay, I'll sell the emerald to this merchant, I'll sell the ruby to this one. We're just talking about strategies for how to sell the ring. If you just like go to anyone, you can sell it, but there's not a potential to make more if you go to a jeweler. You know what I mean?
Are there any engravings on the inside of the ring?
Yeah, I want to see a maker's mark.
Ooh, that is a really good question.
Mm-hmm. Because if we could trace
That
it back to some origin,
Mhm.
it could be astronomically like friggin' worthful. What's the word? I don't know. I have 8 intelligence.
Yeah, dude, I'm very glad that you checked. This is a classic work by Lauren Vicker, and she is like very well known in the jewelry industry. This is like finding like Versace basically. If I were to
Oh.
put it on a numeric scale, this is like a 98 out of 100.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Is there any like high end jeweler outlets or like corporations that are like we're like not many people are gonna be able to afford something like this.
Actually, I mean, you could find a Lauren Vicker
Oh
outlet
yeah,
around
it's
here,
true.
but
What
I
else do
mean,
you
like
have?
selling their goods back to them, you know.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Like I don't
There are
know.
other
Is there any?
competitors out there. Are you looking for like small town jewelry, medium, like big corporation? Just tell me the scale you're looking for. This place is huge, and then we'll spend some time looking for it. Ask some people where to find it.
I'd say like how about like a mid-level jeweler?
Mid level.
Some
Okay.
some
Okay.
some ones that would be like, we could put ourselves on the map
Hey,
with a
hey!
piece
Don't
like
eat that.
this.
Don't eat that, buddy.
Ones that like deal with like upcoming wealthy personnel, but not like the actual super wealthy.
So like a mid tier reseller is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
Like not like a Fred Meyer jewelry, but more like a K's jewelry.
Definitely. Definitely. So you find one that has three jewelers on staff, and they have like three customers in there right now. So you're gonna have to like wait a short time. This one's run by two halflings and managed by a dwarf. And the place is kept very, very clean, very orderly, and they have thick glass around all of their stations to act as an woo, to act as an anti-theft.
Oh, I thought those were part of the headphones this whole time.
Nope, nope, they're separate. It's funny.
Alright. Stefan, I'll let you take care of this, and I'll watch the cart and the kids.
I think you better
I'll take
do
care
it.
of the kids.
I'm not much with people.
All right.
I mean, you do have a bless on you.
You
Oh, I
do
do
have
have
less
that
on
still
you.
too. Still have four remaining, I believe.
I have one
Use six
remaining.
to kick the cart.
What's your strategy here? Because like we got man in chainmail and man in plate mail trying to sell a ring, and neither of you guys are like knowledgeable about jewelry.
Which of us would look more like we come from the wealthier side of
Plate
things?
mail, plate
Like
Plate
male?
mail.
mail. That's like
Okay,
damn, bro.
okay, makes sense. So yeah, probably send you in then. Make it be
Mm,
like, I was gifted this for make something up, but I don't need it.
nah, I'll go the Occam's razor route. All right, I just walk in with the thing, yeah, and I clatter up when it's my turn.
Sure. I'm gonna try another song just to see if it works for jewelry.
Hmm.
Oh, come on now. Try it. Can you guys cue up another like town song? I liked what we did. Why is this not
I mean,
working?
Let me see.
I don't know why it's not working. Come on now.
I can type correctly.
Oh, come on. Work, damn you. I'm gonna try refreshing. Why do it no work? Oh well. We do need more music, but I won't flip it. What's your plan? I'm sorry.
Nope, nope, delete that. I had never listened to it before, but like the intro sounded good, and then it was just this obnoxious singing.
Oh god.
Like, nope.
Okay.
I have a classic from the Friendly Arms Inn.
I don't know why it's not playing my song. All right, let's give it a go. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I'm down for this. So,
Now this takes me back.
so you're like, I am very rich and I have been gifted this ring and I'm hoping to turn it in. Kind of strategy?
I'm very rich because from an adventuring party, and we won this ring from a dungeon. And so, there'll be,
Oh,
no need to look
wow.
up any ownership because it's been lost in time immemorial, potentially. And, yeah, we just, we wanted off some beasties trove, and, we figured just pawn it out as we go. So we figured get rid of this one here.
Okay. Okay. Taking the logos kind of argument. So, are you going to speak to one of the halflings or are you going to speak to the dwarf?
Whoever's available. I mean, they'll probably see my quality of the thing that I have and give it over to the higher
Yep.
rank.
Yep, absolutely. He takes a look and he says, 18K.
I stroke my chin, and can I like appraise it myself as to his offer and his demeanor when he's giving me the offer,
We
something
rolled the
like that?
appraisals right when we first encountered it.
Ah, okay.
We failed.
So it's okay. So basically, we negotiated. We end up at this price. Is the idea?
He threw out a price, and typically you throw out a price, and then you guys
All
meet
right.
somewhere. Typically.
Ah, okay. That's true. And I say, 22.
He says he like raises his eyebrow, which is a tell, and he says 19.9.
21.
And he says, "All right, 21."
Done deal. And we shake on it.
Now, just to let you know how much you lost out on for the true value, it was 22.1, so you got very close.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, really good stuff. Great barter. Fast transaction, he loves it. And he's gonna kick in a gift for you.
Yeah, I didn't want to disrespect them.
You get a red velvet bag that's like tied with this like really shiny rope on it. And when he hands it over, it feels like there's something kind of bouncing around in there.
What we have here?
Just a
And I
gift.
take I look I raise my eyebrows and have one of those ooh shapes with my mouth, and I open her up and have a look see.
A nice thick iron ring. Just like thick iron ring. It's got some like engravings that like make these like swirls and leaves around it. It's not an incredibly impressive ring, but it's an iron ring.
I nod and I say, I'll wear this in memory of this occasion.
I'd value it between like 1 and 20 silver, probably. Not 1 and 20, 10 and 20. My bad.
I was gonna say it's quite a range.
Right. You could get not a hotel room, or you could get like more than a week of hotel. Yeah, quite a range. So yeah, he gave that to you, and I want to know: is there anything else you guys want to take care of while we're in town? Because I feel like this is a decent wrap-up point.
I mean, if it's up, then it's stuck. I'd say we bank our gains and say that maybe we set up the rest of these kids with like a decent meal and
Great,
get them cleaned up.
cool. Let's talk about XP.
Yay! It's gonna be so nice to have only two people with this much XP to go around.
Yeah,
Like we have,
seriously, I think you guys are gonna level like fucking crazy, actually.
yeah, which will be nice because then we can carry.
Yeah. Holy shit. Yeah, you guys got quite a bit. Damn. All right, you guys get 10,500 XP.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Uh,
And
yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
I'm changing up my rules here. I came up with some XP rules.
You said
So
10,500?
if you're, yeah, 10,500. So if you are starting at level 1 to 4, which is both of you, then there is no XP cap until you reach level 5. So I'm pretty sure that, so let's say we got like a million, right? The highest you would level to is level 5.5. So if you're level 4, you can get 1.5 levels. Yeah.
No, I'm not according to my calculation. I had like 10 grand. I had like 14,000 go for my next level, so that doesn't even level me.
Damn, but it's a big drop in the bucket.
It's a big drop in the bucket.
What
Maybe
about
it's different for the
basket? Where's
fighters.
that? Where does that take you to?
Good question.
Oh, also, did I tell you about the rules I came up with for consecrating a space as a church?
No.
So it consists of a couple things. First, you have to do 7 consecutive days of casting Bless on the area. Plus, you need to remove other, like, symbols of other religions and unholiness. So, like, if there was, like, a demon's skull, for example, you would have to remove that. You put up
Right, we
decorations and
keep it
symbols,
now.
etc. of your god. 7 days of Bless. And then after the last Bless, boom, counts as a church.
Hell yeah.
Very nice. All right, now that my mic's working again, I don't know what happened there. I'm less than 2,000 away from level 5 now,
Nice.
Whoa!
so another
Whoa!
level up today to 4.
So you are a fighter, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna roll you some health.
My resistances go down too, or up, I guess I should say.
They get better.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. So
Okay,
fighter is a D8, I believe. Damn, I rolled a
look at my
3.
2.
3 plus con.
All right, 3 plus 1, so 4 more health. All right.
And your base attack bonus goes up by 1 because you're a fighter.
Oh, it does that every level, doesn't it?
Every level.
Is that uh, that
At
should
level
be
1, it is plus 2. So it's always
so it should
N
be
plus
6.
1.
6. My melee attack bonus is going to be 8, and my range is going to be
Damn.
9.
Damn.
So 24 health.
Damn. Alrighty. And I will try to work on getting some like leveling tables. So I just want to run something by you. Here's my idea. You get 3 options, A, B, C. Option A, you get 2 skill points to put where you want. Option B, you get 2 skill points to put wherever you want. Option C, you get 1 stat point and you get a roll on like a D100 table. There is going to be a small percentage of those
Wait.
options.
Scoot. A and B were the same. You said two skill
Okay.
points twice.
I said Oh, I meant stat points for the first one. Like
Ah,
strength,
2
dex, con,
skill,
and
2
whiz
stat.
cause. Yeah.
right.
2 stat, 2 skill. And then the last one is you get a stat, 1 stat increase, and then you roll on the D100 table. And some of those options give you stats, but a lot more of them give you special features like you know a really great lawyer and he can get you out of a legal kerfuffle once, kind of thing. Or like
Nice.
Okay.
once a week you can talk with animals for 1 day for a 24-hour period or something like that.
Sounds
Well,
pretty cool.
wow.
I might have to build out a baseline of like some stats and skills first before I go for those, but I like the idea.
I feel
So
like you need to make some restrictions. Like, if you have 3 in intelligence, you can't add your stat points to your intelligence. You're not smart enough to have
oh
better
my god.
intelligence.
So my restriction would be you cannot raise an ability score above 18.
Yeah,
18
I
is the
think, I mean, that
max.
makes sense. You get the +3, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's like
Same
how
thing.
the game has to work.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the money that you guys made from the Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire, and Topaz Lauren Vicker ring, do you want to deposit all that into your bank?
Yes.
Hmm.
No sense in letting it sit around.
Yeah.
I do agree. Maybe one of us can just take it by sack.
Both of us. No sense in leaving it to chance. We'll leave immediately from there to the bank, and then we go and get the
Hmm.
kids set up.
Where are we taking the kids? Which one in?
Uh, we're gonna have to take him home ourselves. Who could we trust with this?
That's kind of what I was curious about.
I mean,
We
we
could
might
see
just
if
have to
the
make it.
let's see if the Bellevue's people will take care of him for an evening if we pay them.
I mean, yeah, I suppose, but like,
Expensive.
what else are we gonna do? I mean, we
Mm-hmm.
could just like get him a room and get him some food, and it'll be fine. We got plenty of money for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so we grew our party fund quite a bit today. We have a
Very nice.
53,806 right now, and we have no silver on hand and no gold on hand.
It's
And
just,
I set up a formula to calculate our total correctly now.
how much is our stronghold going to cost? Or is it already paid for?
Already paid for.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yep,
pretty
yep, 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 yep.
cool.
We turned a dragon egg into a fort.
Yep, that's exactly what happened. All right, let's go find a nice raid target.
Hell yeah.
Let's see.
Let's get them
Uh,
goddamn raid emotes going here.
I think we should raid further reading.
Oh, I love further.
Me too. All right, we're gonna go raid him.
Well, toodaloo, internet world. It's been a fun one as usual. Looking forward to next time.
I agree.
Thank
I'll
you
be
guys for
here.
being here. I'm glad
Yeah,
you showed up.
thanks for having us as
Appreciate it big time.
always.
Nice way to celebrate ending a semester.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah,
But
dude.
actually,
I'm excited
I
for
wonder
you.
if all my grades are posted today.
good question.
I know one class was. I don't know about the other two. Nope, still no. Damn. Oh well. I should get two B's and a C.